We're live.
How you doing, Dave?
Hello. I've sent out invites.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
me go check and see if we're over on YouTube. Let me check everything over in YouTube land real quick.
Sure. I don't think the notification came out. Oh, yes, it did already. Look at that, will you?
All right, we're there.
And I'm the first thumb up. Well, doesn't seem like anybody else is live right now either, so.
Maybe I hit a spot.
You might have. Well, this is a dead time on during the week anyway, so.
Sunday afternoon. Hazy did his show at 3. I thought about doing it at 3.
Oh, Hazy streamed?
Yeah, no, when he did stream. Remember? No, it came on at 3 o'clock our time, and he did it at 8 o'clock his time. Yeah, that's right.
Something. Okay, fair enough.
So there's only 2 in the stream. We're live. In case anybody doesn't know, I'm David Collins. David Collins channel. Interests vary, mainly scooters, flashlights, anything old and collectible. Tom said he was
1970s boogers. That's what I collect. Because they are old and they are collectible. Not really. Anyway, I'm just goofing around. So how's your day been, Dave?
Been a good day.
Sweet.
I watched Kenny's live show this morning from the car show.
Who's?
Kenny, he's a friend of Tom's.
Oh, I know Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny does a live show every Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you
Then
can put those in.
Went with a friend to look at an apartment, and then I'm doing this. And talked on the phone to my brother and another friend. Just today, nothing real spectacular.
Yeah. So anyway, you're not gonna move into that other place that's in the building?
It's not ready yet.
Oh, I know.
The other person's moving out. The old person.
Sorry. All right. Un momento, por favor. I shall return in a moment.
All righty. Howdy.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Pardon the top of my head. All these little things are small. These little screens are little. Have you started the smoker yet?
No, I got it made. I'm loading up a video right now of sitting there showing how it's made. And then I'll do part 2 when we get it on the smoker. Which will probably be, what time is it? Probably, I got to go out and get everything fired up in about an hour.
Well, 5
but I'm all set.
5 after 1 your time.
Yeah, well, here. Hold on. This is what we're smoking.
Yeah, I'm going to try to present you and not delete you.
I can't hold it up here, David.
Captain's not going to. I'll show Captain when he gets back. It looks great. I was able to see it. How much does it weigh?
All right. That thing gets heavy after a while.
I'm glad you could come up. This was an experiment. It's just to see who will show up. I have 196 subscribers.
Okay, hold on.
No, nobody in the chat.
All right. I had forgot whether I set the office back up from Friday's live show, because I take this camera, the one that's on now, out to the garage. So, but yeah, so yeah, I'm loading up a video. It's loading up right now as we speak.
Yeah.
It's on how I prepared that thing. This is a dish that I learned down in Florida from my Uncle Pat, who in reality was my dad's cousin. So, but we all called him Uncle Pat anyway.
Okay, bear with me, some technical difficulties here.
Okay.
Let me try something here. That worked. Okay. Sorry to interrupt you.
No biggie.
Still learning how to do this.
Yeah.
I'm not seasoned yet.
I'm still learning, and I've gone on doing this May will be 2 years of live shows.
That doesn't really. You've done a live show every Friday for 2 years.
There are a couple of Fridays I didn't, like when I was in Grapevine, Texas and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm always available to fill in for you when you can't. I'm just not quite ready to commit. But anytime, any Friday you can't do it, let me know in advance, and I'll go ahead and set it up and do it. And
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Cap, what's going on?
None. Pouring resin.
There you go.
I just took a big one out of the mold. Beep, beep. And a bunch of these little guys, these little poker chip ones. It was over mix, just like extras that was in the pot. So I just poured it into molds.
Choppers rule. Long time no see.
Hey, how you going, Mark?
Chopper, what's going on?
Hey, Mark.
Good to see you.
Chopper, I have a little eye problem, so I'm just having to blow you up real big on my screen here. Great.
Waiting to be unloaded. Isn't that the story of a truck driver's life? Always waiting to be unloaded?
Oh, yeah.
So you don't work at the recycling plant anymore? Yeah, I haven't seen I saw Chopper Rule on another stream, but it's been a while back. But it's been recent, a recent while back. I think it was Jimmy's.
Probably. He comes over to Jim's once in a while.
Yeah, and he's rebuilding Cookie's little car rod or cat rod or whatever he's calling it. I've been watching.
Well, he used to build real hot rods once upon a time.
Yeah. Now he's building them for his cats. But yeah, so. But other than that, just a real lazy Sunday going on here.
Oh, you do still work at the recycling center. All right.
Okay. All right.
Isn't it a glorious day when you work with a razor and you don't cut yourself?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or you always get stuck when you use crazy glue.
Okay. Hey, David, I got to go check something. I'm going to mute myself. I'll be back.
All right.
No matter what, no matter how carefully I freaking protect myself from super glue, it's going to happen. There are very few times where I ever got away without a freaking gluing my skin to something. So I just say to myself when I start using super glue, I'm going to glue myself to something. I'm going to glue myself to myself at some point. And that's just the way things are every time. I just take it as a foregone conclusion. Kind of like when I used to, work with a razor all the time. I'm going to cut myself today. It's going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it. Let's get it done. Let's get the work done.
Absolutely. Let's get it
And,
over with.
let's see what I end up cutting myself on. Sometimes it was the razor. Sometimes it was the cardboard boxes. Just depending on what it was. Yeah. Getting a paper cut on a cardboard box. Getting a paper cut on a cardboard box. It is what it is, Kind of unavoidable. Kind of gonna happen sometime. Unless you wear gloves. And, well, you can wear gloves, but kind of gets in the way sometimes.
Oh, sorry.
I like to be able to feel my work,
Well, you're better off wearing gloves when you work with cardboard boxes anyway, because if you're doing a lot of them, because, well, not only could you cut your hands, but it dries your hands out real bad. All the oils and the freaking moisture in your hands, it's just freaking, the cardboard sucks it right up.
Yeah. Good point there.
That's awesome, Mark. If you hit on a good design, you could sell it to a company. You could sell it to a company and make some money.
Get a patent on it.
Sell the idea. You get the patent. You get the patent, and then freaking somebody else is just gonna go around it anyway. They're gonna be like, "Well, I could redesign this little part of it and then make my own patent, and then screw you."
Yeah, that's true.
If you sell it as a design, you're better off. You're like, there you go, money right away. You got to play no games or nothing.
I'm just catching up in the chat.
Oh yeah.
I just can't believe this is happening. This is a miracle that this even works. For me, it is. I'm learning how to do this. This is a complete experiment.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
yeah.
Well, you've seen others do it. You know that it does work. So
I got the technology to work with. I've got a switchback 4 between 3 screens. I'll do a video about doing a video at some point.
Do a video on doing a video.
Yeah, I have. I've done videos on doing videos. I've done videos on freaking using your equipment.
Monica, how the hell
No
are you?
way.
I picked a good
way. What's up,
long
Monica?
time.
Hey, Monica.
These people are popping up.
Good to see you. Oh, awesome. Monica's a great gal.
Yes,
Come
she
on
is.
up, Monica. The link's in the. I'll put the link in, so you don't have to scroll up.
We actually, I saw her painting hanging in the girls' bedroom wall when I was there. The one I got from her for $50.
Oh yeah.
We love it.
Cool. It's kind of nice.
Oh.
I know another person that does paint pouring. Well, her name is Sam.
Okay.
Please come up and enhance our afternoon there, Monica.
There you go.
I'll
Yes,
even
yes.
give you, I gave you a wrench. You are now a moderator.
Oh.
Boy, I might not even have a wrench.
Type something in the chat.
Oh, I do. You gave me one last time.
Yeah. I know I did. I wonder why you didn't have one, unless
No, I
somebody
have one.
hacked it out.
I just didn't know if I had one or not.
I know you have one. I gave you a wrench. I even gave Hazy a wrench.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh
no.
no!
No,
Now we
it
can't
shouldn't
throw
have
'em
done
out.
We're going down the tubes.
it. Yeah.
Now we can't throw them out. You're the only one that can throw them out now, Dave.
Maybe we'll do it as a practical joke, as a gag.
Yeah, just don't let it get out of hand. I've been on a lot of streams where
I'm not going to do that stuff. I don't do
they do that thing where they freaking time people out and throw people out of the freaking chat and this and that, or time them out for whatever, and it gets out of hand real quick.
You got. I can see where it does.
Oh man.
Well, we have to establish some rules, and that's one of the don'ts. Don't start timing people out and stuff unless there's a legitimate reason. We don't do rating. That's one of the don'ts. We're just happy to have a humble start here.
Sure.
Okay. Now I just got you up in YouTube screen so I can see what's going on there too. Okay. Oh. Okay. Cool. So yeah, about 15 minutes I'll mute myself again. Well, actually in a couple less than that. I've got to get the fire going in the smoker.
I poured a lot of resin today.
Let's see.
Guys in YouTube land, I squint a lot because I'm reading the chat.
And I mean a lot of resin. Each one of these skulls that I poured today, the big ones, is a half gallon of resin.
Damn.
Using too many questions. Okay.
So the brand new resin that I just got, I used more than half of it today.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
All right, let me go fire up this smoker and I'll be right back.
Sure. Yeah, I used over a gallon of it because each one of those is a half gallon, and I have to mix slightly more than a half gallon for each one, just so I know I have enough. And well, yeah, my measurement was pretty accurate. I poured 64 ounces for each, and that's a half gallon. And I only had like enough to do a few of these left over from each pour. So, but that's still over a gallon for each, over a half gallon for each one. So,
Wow.
thanks, Monica. I appreciate you. I know that's squeaking terrible. Sorry.
I turned myself down. I'm hearing feedback. Might be my processing. I don't hear it now.
Well, I was squeaking because I'm cutting pieces of resin, like the flashing off of the edges.
Well, right before you started cutting, I could hear my voice going back to me.
Oh, I couldn't hear an echo.
It might be just be on my end.
Why don't you come up and be a good panelist for Dave? There,
Breezy's Bike Shop. Ooh, okay.
Cool.
Hey, Breezy, what's up, man?
So here's where I piss off my neighbors for the next 5 to 6 hours. Because you got to remember, this is springtime, so the houses have been all closed up. And so now we're going to be, and you got to remember, when we're in the 80s, it's like 7% humidity, so it's really not that bad. So now everybody's house is all opened up, and I decided to light my smoker.
So they're going to smell all that good stuff. You'll
No,
see a
they're gonna get
rise in the
smoked.
number of pizza
They're gonna get
deliveries.
smoked out.
You'll see the rise in Uber Eats, Meat Street, ordering out because they smell your prime rib cooking.
They're gonna close up their windows,
Well, let's see.
turn on the air
we
conditioning.
Now here's the gutsy thing that I did. I'm taking a dish that I haven't cooked in 5 years, never cooked it on a smoker, always cooked it on the grill, and now I'm putting it on the smoker.
Oh wow, what is it?
It's called Lake Tahoe Special. I just loaded up a video cap of how I made it. So
Yeah, he just did. I got the notification.
and then earlier, and while you were gone somewhere, I had pulled it out of the refrigerator. Well, I'll pull it out again. Hell.
I'll be right back. I need a reload. I got a leak.
Okay. Well, anyway, welcome to the Captain Jerk Show. Yeah, I just poured some skulls, and we'll see.
Oh man, this thing's heavy.
I poured a bunch of these, and I poured a bunch of these. Oh wow. Oh yeah, you were talking about that thing you were going to put in the basket.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I remember.
Okay.
I'll have another
I remember.
paycheck.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah, when we
Yes.
were at the store yesterday buying all the fixings for that, Pat was with me. And I
Monica
said,
wants to know, is that all meat?
no.
No.
Monica, there's a video I just loaded up that shows how I made that thing. And then I'm going to put another video, part 2, when we get it smoking. First, we got to sear it, then we're going to smoke it, and then we'll eat it.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So, but no, there's inside of it, there's peppers, sweet onions, cheese, ground sirloin.
Ooh, sirloin.
Sirloin.
Yeah, sirloin's all right if you like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I like sirloin.
I don't
Actually,
really have a problem with it most of the time.
The grill marks in the bacon when it gets done, put lines going all the way across it. So it's an old cocaine joke. When you come up to get a serving, I ask you how many lines you want.
So how many lines are in an average serving?
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, this thing takes 5 pounds of bacon, 5 pounds of ground sirloin, 4 bell peppers, or 2 bell peppers, 2 Anaheim peppers, 2 sweet onions, and about 2 pounds of mixed cheese.
You know what I found out that I like more than, well, just as much as bacon, and it's actually like no sodium, is pork belly.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, bacon, the bacon that we eat here in America is pork belly.
mm-hmm.
The bacon that others eat is what we would consider to be ham, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It's from, yeah, it's from the side rather than the frickin' the bottom or the belly. Okay, so whatever. I'm just saying, like I bought some pork belly strips the other day, and they're quite thick. They're like an inch thick strips, and Costco is generous, but you have to spend the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people think they're overpriced or like way too expensive. No, you get quantity, you get plenty of quantity, and it is quality stuff, but you have to spend the money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, period. You have to spend that money. You have to. Anyway,
That's Costco's
Have a great day, Chopper.
and stock.
later,
See you,
Chopper.
see you, Chopper.
Great to see you, Breezy. Great to see you, Monica. Anyway, so
Excuse me. Ooh.
I bought some of that pork belly and I sliced it, like thicker, a little thicker than normal bacon, probably twice as thick. And I fried that up in a pan. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could just see you. Oh, you got. I fried that and just smile. You could just see it across your face. And everybody I've seen on a lot of the cooking. Oh, I watch a couple of cooking shows. Well, I watch Guy Fieri, and some of the places he goes, what they do with the pork fat is just totally unbelievable.
I stole one of those.
Oh, there's Crystal. Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Hi.
oh, wait, hi. There's Crystal. Waving like a mad girl.
Okay.
She likes saying hi. I got my nuggets now.
Oh,
It's actually breast chunklets.
Breast chunklet.
What chain is that from?
They're called, well, it's from Costco. It's Bear. There's no antibiotics, there's no preservatives, it's just chicken. Quite nice.
Okay.
They have a light breading on them too. That's not real heavy duty.
That's what I was going to ask. Do they have any breading on them? I mean, did they load them down? In other words,
No.
that would be worth joining Costco right there. And how did they deliver? Just like Walmart delivers?
Yeah, Instacart.
Yeah.
Doesn't Costco have a dollar amount you got to spend at least for the free delivery?
$35.
Okay, yeah, that's
Really, you get totally free delivery if you spend $35 or more.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
$60 a year, and to get to be eligible for delivery, period, because the delivery is always free, but you have to spend minimum of $35.
okay.
People aren't going to go light duty shopping at Costco anyway.
No, like Costco's people buy in bulk there.
Mm-hmm. I only buy in bulk a couple of times a year, but I like the delivery system that they have. And 90% of the time, you're going to get what you order.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to use Costco when I was doing the snack bar at work. We would use Costco to buy sodas and the candy bars and everything else. And you're right, about 90% of the time, your order might be 100% right. There's that 10% factor where, oh, we forgot this, or oh, they were out of it, or whatever. What did Monica say? I'm eating eggs with bell peppers, onions, and some.
Linguica.
Huh? I can't pronounce that.
Linguica.
Never mind. If I can't pronounce it, I won't eat it. So, well, let me go see how the fire's doing.
I don't know what linguica is either, but it might be linguine pasta. Oh.
Eggs and pasta.
Mm-hmm. You ever have carbonara?
Nah. I think I did have a macaroni salad somebody made and put eggs in it. It's good.
Carbonara is they fry up some bacon and some green onion. I think a little pimento. I'm not sure. But anyway, they fry that up, right? These little bits of bacon, a little bit of green onion, and then they got a bunch of egg yolk there, right? And they heat up the egg yolk, but they don't cook it, right? So it's like a sauce. And then they put the little thing of spaghetti on the plate, like spaghetti pasta. And then they hit it with that sauce, and you eat that in one bite. And that's your carbonara.
All right.
You don't want to do that too often because, well, you know, it's just egg yolk as a sauce, essentially.
You'll get your cholesterol.
I mean, if you do that once a day and skip breakfast.
Yeah, that'll be your breakfast.
Yeah.
What's wrong with having pasta and eggs for breakfast?
It's just a treat.
Sounds like something that would be served as an appetizer, in a restaurant.
Essentially. Hey, Drew. How you doing, buddy?
Drive Shaft Drew. Did you go to webcam yet, Drew? I'm so glad you came on my show. I picked a good time to do a live show.
That right there, that man right there, Drive Shaft Drew, supposedly he's Jimmy C's second subscriber ever.
He was one of my very first subscribers. I need four more people to subscribe. I have 196 subscribers. I'd like 200. Monica, I don't think did you subscribe to my channel? I'm going to step out for a second. It's a little chilly in here, so I'm going to put on another layer. So I'll be right back.
Oh, yep, got the smoker going. So now all the one neighbors that were behind me sat there and had their windows open, screens, nice fresh. And now they're all closed.
Yeah.
Drive Shaft Drew, what's going on?
Do you at least give him a heads up, or are you just like, here you go, smoke it?
The only one I tell is Joanne next door to me
Okay.
because I invite her. I invite her over. She's all by herself, and I invite her over for dinner if she wants to.
I'm sure she appreciates the freaking meal here and there, and the company.
Yeah. Jimmy C. I think he put
Jimmy.
a link in the in the chat.
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
Yeah, Jimmy, the link's in your Hangouts too.
So now we'll wait and make sure it stabilizes. And then once it does, once we get the smoker stabilized,
Oh, we do have somebody in the
250,
basement.
we'll go fire up the barbecue and then get ready to sear it.
Jimmy,
I was already in the basement.
I was switching screens, so I was in the reading YouTube.
I figured David was doing something because we kept seeing this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're gonna have to get used to that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And just so you know, Dave, this is a horrible time to do a stream because I really want to be out in the garage right now. But I saw you here, and I'm like, God damn it!
Well, we can
I
play
can't
around
just
and
leave
fiddle
you
on it, right?
hanging. You know.
Well,
Fuck.
Tom's grilling.
Uh-huh. Tom's grilling. Looks like Tom's sitting in his office hanging with us.
He lit the Smoke. He's got the smoker started, so he's
Uh-huh.
got all
We're
the
going. We're getting ready.
Uh-huh.
Uh, sorry,
What
I'm
up,
cutting into your garage time.
It is what it is, man. I've been every time I want to get away from this thing this morning, it's like draws me back in.
I'll be right back.
I've already been on 2 other streams, man. It's like but then I started playing with my cameras, and while I'm playing with my cameras, because my SD cards were all messed up, and like, what up, Monica? I was so I'm aggravated with my cameras, man. I'm like, frick, and it's not really the cameras, it's the SD cards, That's like,
Really thought compatibility between cameras.
well, yeah, basically, and I lost. Those little fucking memory, that the micro SD card.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah, I gotta. Well, that's the only thing that works in the fake Pro is the little things, and they have to be high speed. And I thought everything I owned was high speed because I lost one of those. I lost 3 of them actually because I got 3 cases with nothing to put in them. So I was like, what the fuck? So I don't have one for my little freaking fake Pro no more.
Can you even get those SD cards anymore?
Oh yeah, you can still get them. I just ordered them.
All right.
I should have a bunch of them coming tomorrow. But it's like, I've been noticing that people are actually starting to watch my videos from the garage, So
Absolutely.
I really want to start doing more of them. And every time I try to start doing more of them, I'm kicked in the nuts, and then, and then dragged in here too, It's like, Anyway, I heard Captain saying Drive Shaft Drew was my 2nd subscriber. That's true. That he was.
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
All right, man.
We're at
Guess what?
81 degrees on our way to 250.
Hey, Tom.
Step Van Dan was number 1, and Drive Shaft Drew's number 2, and the rest is a blur from there.
Remember the skull I sent to you?
Holy smokes.
Here's a big blue one.
And I'm going to try to present without dropping you out.
Okay. Well, you do that. I got to go get some new batteries for my thermometer here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. All you have to do is hover over his picture and hit the solo button.
Nothing's happening.
It's in the top corner of his picture underneath.
And I got the arrow right over it, Jimmy. There it is. Oh my gosh, that print is so tiny. I'll just see. There's a way I can.
Yeah, it's
It's not a big deal, man. You don't have to put me
Solo
on
layout.
yeah.
There
Just
you go.
Dave, just remember where that is on the picture.
Absolutely.
You don't have to know what it says as long as you know where it is.
That's a big sucker right there.
Yeah.
This is like a life-size skull. Like a lot of people don't know. That's life-size.
Well,
That's
kinda.
big. No, it is.
It's like kid size. But
No, this is life-size. Dude, my skull here has flesh on it.
yeah. It's not that deep though, Cap.
Anyway, I've got 2 real ones up there.
There's only there's only a thin layer there, buddy.
Yeah. Playing with the software, guys. I figured out how to make the
what?
Make the screen big and then still see the people in the basement.
Oh.
Because it drops off the screen. Because I magnify the screen. See, that's why it slows it down a little bit. And then I'm screen to screen. I thought about just getting another screen to put my
Yeah, you need
Chat on-
YouTube on one. You need YouTube on one, and in the Zoom or whatever on the other.
Yeah, well, I have a whole other computer that I can set up to do that instead
Oh
of
Jesus!
investing in a screen.
You're gonna
Instead of
double
having
box YouTube?
instead of having
Wow.
double monitors.
But it's a real slow computer. It can only do. You can't stream it, but you can watch it. If that makes any sense.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
It's a
it can't
computer I
handle
got for
streaming.
free.
Yeah, you're just using it to see the chat.
That's all I need it for. It'll do that. It's
Yeah, you can
quick enough
make it
to
as
do
huge
that.
as you want, so you just see the chat. Uh-huh.
And it also accepts SD cards. It has a slot for and I want to edit a video.
Yeah.
But the editing software, the computer's so ancient, the editing software won't run on it. So it's too bad that there isn't a slot in this one. I'm sure I can get a
Right, but if you just
USB to SD converter.
well, what they sell is they sell a block. You know, that USB, it's like a USB station. And we'll
Totally
have,
invest in that.
yeah, they have them, and it'll have like 3 or 4 freaking plugs for USB, and then it'll have spots for all the different USB cards or SIM card type things. You know, like mine has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has readers for 4 different things,
Yeah.
plus 3 USB plugs. You know,
A deal. I'll get one.
yeah. It helps, man. You know, because I got right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 6 different USB things plugged into my PC. You know, and it's freaking. I could use room for more. Yeah.
Well, my
Stretch it. I can't stretch it to show it. Oh, I can show the camera though. Hold on.
You got a USB keyboard, Jimmy?
Here, watch. Shaky cam, shaky cam.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm coded.
See,
what's the name of the
see all my USBs?
Yeah. Right. He's got a shitload of them too. Uh-huh.
My computer has 4 of them on the front. I don't know how many on the back. Everything I'm doing is a USB except the speakers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you're talking cameras and microphones and freaking, and plus you got to charge and I keep one in there for freaking for the.
Phone. I've charged the phone.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I just like to leave them plugged in, because I
This
don't
is
like
where
pulling
keep
the
them
the
in.
batteries off,
laptop
right?
is superior. This is where a laptop is superior to a PC, to a desktop.
What's that?
You got less than half of the freaking USB stuff. You got
Uh,
built-in camera. You got built-in keyboard, built-in freaking mouse. If you want,
yeah.
Don't
They're
have
all.
to,
Hmm.
but I'm just saying,
The built-in
I
mouse.
don't really.
I
don't
feel
like
like
using laptops.
I feel like a
personally.
retard with that freaking built-in mouse thing. The
Yeah, I
finger.
don't really like using laptops.
I'm not good with that.
I had to be.
Yeah, I
Had
got
to.
one. I don't like using it. You know.
I
You can
had
get
to
a
be
mouse
good with it.
for it. A regular mouse.
Yeah, I don't like. I just don't like using it to begin with. Freaking the small screen and everything. Freaking, it's slow. Yeah, freaking.
I got a laptop. It's an old one. It's a piece of junk, but it has a real big screen.
Yeah,
on it.
mine's a piece of junk too. I paid $80 for it, refurbished.
I got a good price on it. It was free, but it has 8 gigs of memory. Pretty decent processor in it.
I traded skulls for mine.
All I want to do with mine is freaking stream from my garage. If I can ever get that set up, I'd be fucking happy.
Yeah.
Stream from the garage, huh?
Yeah.
You'd have to get a real long cable.
And then
That's
you
pretty
can
much
just
what I
like-
need right now. Is
no.
is like 100-foot fucking
Cat 5 cable.
yeah, like well I think we're gonna upgrade to Cat 7 or 8
Yeah.
just to carry the load,
Yeah, that long of a run.
Yeah.
Might need an amplifier halfway through. I've seen where people.
Nah, I think if I get it if I actually get it directly into the freaking to the modem, that'd be all right. Right now, I think I'm freaking just modem to modem because I got a 50-footer running from the living room into here, and if I get another 100 from running out this window, I think it'll be to the garage. I think it'll be all right, but I don't know. I can't get it there, and I don't want to run that shit on the driveway, you know. Like people be running over it, so I'll have to fucking like put it in a freaking garden hose or something.
Yeah, run it through a piece of garden hose. That'll work.
Not
People
bad.
would think it was a hose.
Yeah, and it won't get so beat up when it gets run over. Yeah,
Yeah, just put it inside of run it through the inside of a garden hose.
yeah, I like that idea. If I can't get it hung high, but you know, matter of freaking sucking it up and buying the cable, I guess. Oh yeah, you hear him out there? You hear the dirt bike?
So I didn't put a hole in the. I didn't put a hole in the bottom of this one. See that? No hole in the bottom. So
Oh no.
whomever is getting this one is gonna have to freaking drill their own freaking holes if they want to freaking put lights in the damn thing. I can't do it. I can't do it. I freaking this particular resin is a very fast set resin. It takes like
Yeah.
like by the time I would have freaking like tried to push something into the freaking resin, or like I would have to find some way to suspend it in there as I'm like before I pour.
Yeah.
You know, because there's no way. It's too fast. This stuff sets so. This particular stuff sets so quick.
Well, don't they rig that up on like a skeleton thing that'll hang above your mold, so you get.
I could do that. Like I said,
Yeah.
I could do that,
Yeah.
but you know, it's well, research and development, my friend.
Right, I understand. I understand, Cat. That was it. Well, you know, just think about it though. The more the void you fill with something else, the more resin you'll have for another pour.
Yeah, I understand. But the last time I made the hole in the bottom of one of these things, I lost one of these inside it because I used this. Wow, I'm really surprised my computer's still running. Because I just dropped this on my computer. But if I drop a resin one on my computer, it usually stops. So I must not have hit the hard drive. Anyway, one of these is stuck in the last skull I tried to pour.
Yeah.
Now I need a chisel to get it.
Yeah, because it's in deep, right?
Oh, anyway. I'm just saying, it's a pain in the butt. You know, I'm working on it. It's fine. It's fine. Something I got to work on. That's all.
You need balloon. You need a balloon, like a bladder that you can expand.
You know, I thought about that, but
it
would have to be a real tough one because.
Oh yeah, it'd have to take the heat of all the resin.
This stuff heats up pretty good.
I understand.
Woo.
I understand. And it's probably not something you could like just make either, right? You almost need a mold insert to insert, you know, the freaking. But then it would have to be designed in such a way that it freaking actually come out of there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be a solid block of metal, probably. And I don't currently have anything like that. But I can look around and see what I can find.
You'd be surprised what you find laying alongside the road.
You don't have to tell me, dude. I was homeless for years. I found some pretty interesting things on the side of the road.
Yep.
Don't have card readers, CD, and barely as many USB connectors. Yeah. Mine doesn't freaking have it. It does have a CD thingy in it, but I don't use it. But it only has 2 USB plugs. Like,
Well,
Yeah,
it-
mine does.
there is a difference between a laptop, a notebook, a netbook,
yeah,
and a Chromebook, and
they're all different.
you know,
Mhm.
and they all are like different size, and they all have like slightly different functions, slightly different options and features and things.
Mhm.
Like a netbook usually doesn't have a CD drawer in it because you can't play CDs
Yeah.
in it. Like
Yeah.
you can't play CDs in Crystal's Chromebook, I don't think. So no CDs in the Chromebook either. A netbook and a Chromebook are essentially very similar thing. Netbook's a little more just like it's an older concept of the Chromebook, and nowadays a notebook is like a streamlined strip stock laptop, I guess you could call it. But it nowadays, what I've got is more like a notebook than any laptop I've ever had before. You know, so it's more notebook than anything else, and it does have a drawer, but just barely. It does have CD capabilities, but barely.
I can't remember the last time I put something in the CD drive. I don't think I ever have on this one.
Oh wow!
Have I ever put a CD or a DVD? It's a DVD.
Be right back.
Yeah, I did.
Alrighty.
I have old photos that I saved onto CDs when I had the Dell, the other computer from a long time ago. Now we use the doohickeys. What do they call them? Flash drives.
See,
Stick.
I got
Yeah.
mine's a CD drive as well. I can play CDs and like well a DVD or whatever. It's a DVD drive as well. You know,
Yeah.
I can play whatever I want in this thing. You know, but this thing is just so underpowered, man. You know, I doubt I could get through a whole movie without this thing freaking just giving me the middle finger.
Just computer that says, not doing it.
Yep, it just gives up and says nope. Just says nope. I love you, but nope. Anyway, now I'm trying to get this big chunk of lunka out of the nose.
You pulling a boog out the nose?
It's
You digging for gold?
if you look in the nose,
Old.
if you look in the nose, you can see
Yeah.
how there's this thing
Uh-huh.
in there. It's a flaw in the mold, and I thought I was going to be able to fix it by fiddling with the mold, and well, it was that thing that's inside the nose used to be a lot smaller, and then I fiddled with it and it got huge. So I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, next time, don't do that.
Uh-huh.
So
You need
No.
a Dremel. Mm,
no, it's real soft. Right, it's real soft because this thing's still like 100 degrees.
yeah, but you know what I mean. You go in there with a Dremel and just zip it right out of there without fear of losing digits and needing a tetanus shot.
Yes, you are correct. Yes, you are correct. But not today.
I understand. Your fingers look so precariously in the wrong spot, but you really can't tell because of the camera angle. You know?
No, I'm off the side and I'm cutting away. I'm cutting away from the fingers. Mama said cut away.
Yeah, it almost looked like you were gonna pop it up at your fingers. You know, like, don't do that. Yeah, the only thing away from the fingers means into the chest.
It's like when I was sawing, when I was using the saw to cut the freaking stump off the freaking skull. People are like, "You gotta cut your finger off. You gotta cut your finger off." Well, they're like, "You gotta cut the tip of your finger off." One day, I actually did the tip of my pinky. It was just a flesh wound, and it grew back. But
Okay.
that's not the point. The point is, they were right.
Uh-huh.
That one time.
Uh-huh.
That one time. No, I've actually done that twice on that finger, but no, it grows back in a couple weeks. Pain in the butt.
Just cut it deep.
That's funny, Monica. I used to fiddle with things and they got huge. Back then it was a good thing,
Well, it could still be a good thing, I guess.
Uh-huh. Oh my, says Breezy. Oh my.
Oh ma.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
I hate to leave my own show, but I got a refill.
Well,
Go
you
ahead,
gotta
man.
do what you gotta do, man.
Anybody
Go
need a
ahead.
refill?
Captain and I have been left in worse places.
Yes, we have. Yes, we definitely have. I think we even got left on Daisy's show one time.
Oh, come on, man. I've been dropped off in the middle of nowhere and freaking left for dead.
Yeah, so have I.
It's
It
like
didn't work.
fucking. Well,
Didn't
yeah,
work.
you tough through it. You know, someone shows up and rescues you sooner or later.
Either that or you just freaking tough it and walk back.
Uh-huh.
Couple of times, man, you know, I just got out of the freaking vehicle myself. I was just like, forget this. I gotta go.
Oh yeah, I gotta go.
Let me out the car.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
sometimes they didn't want to, or freaking, we hit a stoplight and there I go.
Uh-huh.
Just
Later,
run.
dude.
Like later, I gotta get out of here. And then sometimes they're confused, and then I talk to them later, and they're like, "Why'd you run away?" I'm like, "You people are freaking nuts."
Sorry, had to go, man.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
just
go,
looked
you
at him
gotta
and was like,
go.
dude, I had a vision and I had to go. Yeah. You don't have to explain anything more than that. I had a vision and I had to go. You don't have to tell them that you had a vision of them all dying with you in the car.
Well, yeah, it depends on the situation. Yeah, I know. My goodness gracious.
Couple beers later tonight. There you go.
There you go.
If I stay there much longer, I'm gonna have a breakfast beer.
Yeah, that's still confusing to me. A breakfast beer.
Well, it's a stout with coffee flavor.
No, I get it. People like to freaking do the stout coffee thing. Yes, okay,
Yeah.
fine. But you can have coffee, other than morning time.
Right. But at breakfast, Cap, it's still breakfast me. I got up at I did. I've been up quite a while, actually. I think I got up at freaking 1.
I got
But
up
I've been
around 11
Mm.
ish.
But I've been farting around in here for quite a while. I was up at 11, but decided to lay the fuck back down. Too early in the fucking day for this bullshit.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Too chilly to work in the garage.
Yeah. It would have been good to go out. I was just still too tired.
I did wake up around 7. Had to wee. And after I weed, I went back to sleep. It took me a while. It took me like an hour, but I finally got back to sleep.
That is what I am having later. A couple Bourbon County stouts. There you go, Monica.
Yeah.
That's fucking some good brew right there.
So I got an early start on the drinking.
2 of those is all you're gonna need, by the way.
Oh, she knows.
Yes, sir.
She knows.
I'll start drinking as soon as it goes on the smoker.
There you go.
Okay. I'm drinking a little too early. Had an iced tea.
Well, that's when you know you got a long row ahead of you, right?
Yeah.
The work is done. You just time is doing
Just got to
now.
monitor the fire. Throw another log on the fire, as they say.
No,
Watch paint peel and your beer bottle empty.
Uh-huh.
no drinking and
The worst
lighting a
thing that happens when you forget to get out there though is it just takes longer to get her done.
Yeah.
You know?
More
Nothing wrong with that.
drink more beer.
I'm sorry to get a jump on you guys.
It is what it is, Tom.
Be right back.
Yeah.
The sun's
Alrighty.
over the yard arm somewhere.
Mm. But yeah, I gotta roll. It's 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go out. I'll
All
leave
right,
you running.
Jimmy.
Yeah, I got the cameras fired up, ready to
Yes, sir.
kitchen. So if
Go
you're
ahead.
still here, man, freaking,
I'll be
Oh
here.
yeah, man.
I don't know how late I'll be here. When it winds down, it winds down. See, my channel, like Chopper Rule, Mark came up. I had
yeah, I saw that. I wish I was
Drive
here.
Shaft Drew came up. Monica came up.
Yeah, they both.
Breezy's here.
Yeah,
I wish
Breezy's been here. Yeah.
That was really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Breezy came.
They're
out.
all
I
subscribed.
wish I was here when Chopper was here, but he's a cool dude. He used to be on my show a lot.
I think he was on your show not too long ago, about a month ago or something like that. I think
Yeah, he did.
that's
He
the
did
last
pop
time I
up a little while back. Yeah, but he used to. When I first started doing this, he was on every Tuesday for a little bit. But anyways, I'm gonna bounce. Get you all
All right.
a little bit.
saw. Later.
Later.
Cheers. I'm glad to have him up. All we need to do is get Hazy up here, but it's just his bedtime.
Oh yeah. Good
Oh,
vibes. Good vibes. Hell yeah, Jimmy.
So I guess Tom will be ready to party when he finally gets the meat on the grill or the meat on the smoker, that is. I mean, I don't have a time limit. I mean, if the show gets all, if we got a party going on here, I'm not just going to cut it off. But, if it starts to wind down.
And I might note that it was a perfectly pleasant chat that we had this afternoon with Jimmy C.
Absolutely. He can go back in his garage and work on his bike and he's going to make some video for us.
Hell yeah. Great time to be had. I think I have a message. There's a message
yeah, I'm
here.
all right.
There
No,
is
but-
a message here. Oh, okay. I see what that is. Never mind. Something that I've seen before. I thought it was a new message. No, it's just old news. Anyway, almost done with this one. Then I go to the other one. Yeah, I really can. Very satisfying work to freaking
Johnny Five,
to dig this thing out and make it
Johnny
nice.
Five.
come on up.
Did
When
Jimmy
it's-
have to take off, or he needed to go play in the garage? Oh, Hazy Days. too.
Jimmy's playing in the garage. Hazy Days is on
Isn't
the
that funny?
on the rise.
The English guys show up. Well, the guys from Great Britain show up right when
Yeah,
Jimmy
they're-
leaves.
It's late for those guys.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Be back again.
All right, Tom. Get it done. We'll see if we get Hazy Days and Johnny Five up. I know Johnny Five will come up.
Really? He always likes a panel.
So how did Johnny Five found it? I guess he got the notification. But I don't have his hangout yet.
You want me to send him a link?
Well, Johnny Five's in the chat, isn't he? Did I miss something?
Well, I can send him a link directly. I got him in Hangouts. I think.
You can send it in
What's
Hangout.
fun,
I can put it on the screen. I think I put the link in there already.
There's Johnny Five. Copy,
All we need to do is get Dizzy.
paste, send.
Get Dizzy and get Sheena up here. Dizzy's never accepted my invite.
What, on Hangouts?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't delete my conversations on Hangouts anymore, just so I can, have the option to contact somebody, because my contact list doesn't stay connected. For some reason, it's weird. It's almost like they want to get rid of Hangouts. They keep saying that they don't. Oh, it ain't going anywhere. We're not getting rid of it. Ugh. But they keep taking options away from it. It's like, what are you doing? That doesn't make any sense.
Thanks for the offer, Dave. Okay.
But I'm pretty sure what they're going to do is they're going to make Google Hangouts suck more and more until people just say, forget it. Let's go to Google Meet. Pretty sure that's their game plan. And it's not a bad thing. Google Meet's not bad. But it seems like one of those things that might be actually be monitored.
Yeah.
So there's no basis to believe that.
I got somebody in the basement. Hang on, guys.
There's
I
no
go over
basis
to
for
YouTube. Somebody shows
there's no
up.
basis for that assumption.
It's Hazy. Hazy,
Big
hello.
pocket smack.
Hope you didn't wait
I'm in the
long. I was
basement.
in there reading the
I'm in
chat.
the basement. I'm in the basement.
It's cold in the
I'm in the
basement.
basement.
The food's good.
I'm in the basement.
No, you're live now.
I know, but I've been in the basement for
The food's good down there. You got lots of
Seems
preserves
like
and
days.
things.
For days, you froze to death. You were almost frozen.
I forgot you said you were going live, didn't you? And then I just got off a call with Dizzy, and I said I was going to jump in the shower. I finished editing a movie, and I was just about to go down, jump in the shower, and check my notifications. Excuse me. And it said you was live. How long you been live?
An hour.
Holy
Yeah, about
shit.
that.
Jimmy C was on here. He had to.
And
He's in the garage.
Tom's up. He's just not here right now.
Yeah,
Tom's
I see.
getting ready to smoke something.
Smoking
smoker.
things.
What's he going to smoke? A ribeye?
What was that? It was not ribeye. It was some meat
It was
dish.
that thing that he had put in a basket.
He's
Is it like
never
a top side.
He's never done it on the smoker. He's done it on the grill before, but it's the first time he's tried this on the smoker.
Nice.
It's something surprise.
What are you doing there, Jerk?
I am pouring skulls and cleaning them up.
Nice.
You want to see?
Oh shit! It's a big, proper one.
Big
Big
blue
ass skull. That's
Yeah.
almost as big as your head.
I want that for my gear changer.
Oh no, this is nowhere near as big as Hazy Day's head.
No, it's almost as big as your head.
Sheepers.
My head's not that big. I mean,
Well,
it's not
compared to the
small.
size of
You,
your body,
Captain.
compared to the size of your body, you're Sasquatch. Now Hazy Days really is 6'4", and yes, he's proportionate for his height.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the big blue skull. I poured 2 of these today. You notice that the nose doesn't have any freaking occlusion anymore, and there was even one in the eye over here,
It's too much cocaine.
and I scraped that one out too. So
Too much
there we
cocaine.
go. Oh, my shoulder is killing me now.
Calm down. Too much cocaine.
Now just wait for Pat.
No, Tom doesn't do cocaine.
What is it? What is he cooking?
You want to see?
Wait, well, fucking yeah! Tantalize my taste buds because I am actually really hungry.
Well, this ain't going to be done for about 5 hours.
Oh shit! I need to eat sooner than I mean, by the time I get there, that's about 14
And
hours.
I know you being from
Yeah,
Great
it's
What
Britain,
the hell is that? Is that wrapped in bacon?
Yeah.
What's inside it?
Ground sirloin, peppers, onions, cheese.
What the fuck? Well, hang
what do you call
about.
that thing again?
I made a Hazy, I made a video putting this together. It's already loaded up.
I'll put the link
nice.
in. Let me pull the video up.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll be
Do
right
you
back.
make it? Do you make it in the basket? Obviously.
Yeah.
Fuck, that sounds fucking delicious. That sounds delicious.
Come to the States, I'll make you one.
Listen, if you made a video, I'm gonna make myself one.
Yep. Well, the key is trying to find the chicken basket. And that's what they're called, is a chicken basket. It's a basket to where you butcher a whole chicken and you can put it in there and rather
Yes.
turn it.
It's called spatchcocking.
What?
That's what it's called when you spread a chicken out. It's called to spatchcock.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
But
DJ out there.
I'm trying to see if I can commit double jeopardy here because I'm trying a brand new smoker with a dish I never had on the smoker.
So you're gonna smoke that, are you?
Yeah, first we're gonna sear it on both sides. I got the propane side of the grill up to about 560 degrees. So we're gonna sear it, then throw some barbecue sauce on it, then throw it on the smoker and maintain 250 degrees for the next 3 to 4 hours, flipping it and keep saucing it. And
Yeah.
That's how Tom pitched woo.
well, this time, everybody keeps yelling at me because I sit there and I show you the meat done, but I never show you me carving it or anybody eating it or anything. So this time I'm going to take it all the way to the end.
Good.
So how'd you get out of that basket? Will it just fall out then? Will it?
Yeah. First of all,
Drink a little.
I sprayed the basket down with some vegetable oil, Pam.
Yeah. Does it shrink a little as well?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
you use ground sirloin, less shrinkage on it.
Yeah.
The leaner the meat, the better.
How much fucking ground sirloin have you put in that?
5 pounds.
5 pounds.
5 pounds of bacon, 5 pounds of ground sirloin, 4 peppers, 2 sweet onions, and 2 pounds of cheese.
Oh shit! I want it. It's like
No,
a
he said it.
fucking bacon
No
cheeseburger. Like
Huh?
a bacon cheeseburger, isn't it?
Essentially, it's a massive
Yeah, you
cheeseburger.
could say it's a bacon cheeseburger, or with the peppers in there being in there, you could sit there and say it's a rolled up bacon fajita.
I'll
Without
tell you what it will be.
Or
I'm
you
pretty
could call
sure
it.
it's going to be fucking delicious.
You could call it what it really is: mega meatloaf.
Sounds like meatloaf to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the recipe when I was stationed down in Florida. My dad told me that he called him my Uncle Pat. My Uncle Pat lived on the east coast of Florida, and I was on the west
Yeah,
coast.
Johnny.
And so we just went over there, and Uncle Pat, who really is my dad's cousin, showed me this dish.
Later, Johnny.
One time we're sitting around drinking beers, and I'm going, "So Uncle Pat, how come it's named Lake Tahoe Special?" And he says, "Well,
Monica did the link
me and
already.
your Aunt Mary were up camping in Lake Tahoe, and the guy showed us how to make the dish, so we called it Lake Tahoe Special."
There you go.
Fucking why not?
So that's what I've been calling it. But I had an extra basket laying around, so I cut the handle off it and welded it back up so it would fit inside the smoker.
Yeah.
There you go. You know,
I mean, you
if
could
can't
cook
find
that
it,
just in
make
the
it.
oven.
If you can't find it, make it.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to cook it in the oven in like a Pyrex dish.
Okay,
probably.
I see what you're saying.
But the same method, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna make a casserole.
No, you
I
actually,
mean,
yeah, in a Pyrex or a meatloaf pan, you can do the same thing. Just line it with bacon
yeah.
and then just start layering it like I did, and then cover the top with bacon and put it in there. The only difference is I couldn't think of a way unless you use the broiler to sear it, because you want to sear it.
Yeah.
To sit there and lock in the flavors. Hold on, I think Pat's here. I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
You'd have to have somebody help you eat it because it makes so much.
I know. Well, listen, I've got to go and eat something. I only jumped up to say hello. And,
Well, thank you, Hazy. Thanks for coming up.
No
Oh, yeah,
problem.
man. Good to see you.
I'll
Have a
tune
good
in.
afternoon.
I gotta have a shower and have some food. I'm tired.
Have a good evening.
Have a good
All right.
rest of your day.
And I'm gonna. I'll be putting a video up later. Big updates on my bus.
Great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
speak to you soon.
I'll look out
All
for
right,
the
later.
videos.
Bye, everybody in the chat. I'm gonna go and watch Things video too. Bye.
That was nice.
Oh yeah.
We need to
Oh,
get
yeah.
Dizzy. Dizzy's busy.
Well, I'm
Dizzy's
glad-
busy. That's right.
I'm glad y'all are still in the chat here. Drew, Monica, you know.
Yeah, Drew hung in there for a while. I wish
Drew
Drew had a
still here?
camera. He could. I mean, it's only like, well, they've gone up quite a bit, but they were like $20 on Amazon, but they've shot way up because of COVID.
Maybe I should send him one in on Amazon.
Yeah, I can do that too. Yeah.
Maybe Drew should have a wish list on Amazon so people could buy him a damn camera.
It's it'd have to be Canada Amazon.
Yeah.
I think Walmart sells them too.
Well, no, I mean, if he just has a freaking wish list, you know, anybody could go on there and freaking like purchase it for him, and it'll show up at his house. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know how Amazon works. Yes. It works. That's how it works.
Well, even internationally, it works that way. It ain't gonna come to my house. It's gonna go.
You know, you have to go on their Amazon though. Like if you want to send something to Hazy, you have to go on UK's. But if they have a wish list, a link will take you there automatically. You don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
you have any issue with it. Then you won't pay shipping, you know.
Yeah, shipping from America.
Mhm.
Damn.
And then they get charged $60 when they receive it.
Well, yeah. If you freaking tell them how much it costs or whatever, they charge the person that much, and it's just like, dude, no, this item is already paid for.
No, Amazon would tell them though, because they're a business. A person can do that, but not a business. They would declare a value on
Hey,
it.
then Amazon can pay the damn duties on it.
Absolutely. They want business, don't they?
Those bastards.
What's Prime good for anyway? Right.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You get some Prime on that.
Hey, I have Prime. You pay it.
Perfect. You're right, David. You're damn right about that. Jeez. Ah.
You pay as much for the item as you do for the duties or whatever.
Duty. Oh, you don't like live streaming? Okay, that's fine.
Okay, that's excellent. No, not a big deal. No pressure, but just nice to see your smiling face.
All donations can be sent to my PayPal.
Absolutely. Well, they're only
Alright.
like $30, $35. They were 20 something, but it's COVID taking advantage of it.
Oh my goodness. Almost, David. Almost. I'm real close. Real close. Stuff's a little tougher than peanut butter. Slightly.
Oh, I can hear it.
Slightly harder to cut than peanut butter.
Slightly harder, huh?
Slightly harder than peanut butter.
Well, it's quiet. I'll see what's going on in the.
Ugh.
Drive
This
Shaft
stuff-
Drew, he hung in here over an hour.
Oh yeah. If you couldn't tell, this stuff's a
He's
bit
a
of a
great-
pain sometimes.
Drive Shaft Drew is a great dude. It was fun hanging out with him at the party. Well, it was pre-party. It was just Hazy and Drive
Drive
Shaft
Shaft
Drew and me and what's this? Gosh, I can't believe this. I can't remember his son's name. The older
Who?
one. The older
Drew's
son.
son? That's Starpuss.
I don't know if Dizzy was around or not. Yeah, we were playing with the mini bikes.
Starpuss or Curtis.
No, his name's not Curtis. What's his name?
Giraffe Shaft Drew's son?
Jack. His name's Jack.
Oh, Jack. Oh, Hazy's son. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Giraffe Shaft Drew's son is Curtis.
I'm so glad I got the new camera because next time, if that happens again, it won't be so shaky. A lot of the video I didn't edit in because the camera was shaking so much. It turned out that I just got a piece of shit for a camera.
Yeah, it happens.
It was a cheap camera.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to spend the money.
I dumped some money into a good video camera. Thank you to my income tax return.
Yeah. Income.
Thank you, Uncle Sam. Thank you for earned income credit. You bought a camera for me. How generous.
So yeah, Drew, you bit your tongue. That sucks, buddy. I'm sorry about that. Maybe you should just speak your mind and not bite your tongue next time. But this thing is coming along swimmingly. I like this material. I really do, but it is.
Does it take longer to get hard or something?
No. It's actually a fast cast.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
Fast cast. I like it. I like that it's fast cast. I like that it's a workable material. You can carve it pretty well when it's still like warm, you know. When it's still warm, you can carve it a little bit. But this thing is burning the crap out of my hand.
So if it's a fast cast, it hardens faster, so it is easier to work with.
Well, it's faster.
Yeah, faster to work with.
It's a little softer than most of the ones that I've worked with too. So when it's warm, when it's still setting up, you know, it's still like doing its thing.
It sounds like it's pretty generous about, you know, allowing you to work with it before it sets up, because epoxy, I know that's not epoxy, or if it is, it's a different kind.
It's
epoxy will set up like immediately and turn into a brick. You know, it only takes a few seconds.
Epoxy takes forever to set up.
It
takes forever to freaking turn into a brick. This stuff is a fast set epoxy. It is epoxy, and it is it's just a fast set. I didn't think they had a clear like this, you know, that was a fast set. But this isn't necessarily a clear; it's a translucent, you know, instead of a transparent. You can't see all the way through it; it's cloudy, you know. Yeah. So I'm not at odds with that. I think that's fine, you know, being like cloudy like that. I'm okay with that as long as it catches a color and lets the light through. I'm okay with it because now I see how translucent it is, and I'm like, oh. Well, this isn't that bad. So, like I said, I'm okay with this. This is doing what I need it to do for right now. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for something that's more that's clearer than this, obviously, that sets up similar speed. Like, or maybe I can just use some regular stuff and get an accelerator for it, and just, you know, because that would definitely speed up the process. But I don't necessarily need a speedy process. What I need is for it to set up quickly for the purpose of holding the effects in place. Because if you work with this stuff, you'll get to notice that the slower it sets, the more stuff has a tendency to settle to the bottom. Okay, so if you have like even a color. If it takes too long to set up, some of the color will even settle to the bottom. So when I take it out, this part will be lighter and this part will be darker. Not only that, but if I put glitter or shimmer effect in here and it's a slow set, it'll all be in the top, or a lot of it
All
will
the
be
glow
up
in
here
the
in the
dark
top.
stuff.
Yep.
Now you can put it on a rotisserie.
Well, also, glow powder will settle into the top of
Yeah.
this too. So,
Yeah.
um,
Messy.
oh my shoulder's killing me. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. All right. So Drew says, to be honest, I bit my tongue. LOL. Okay. Yes. So, well, that's it. That's it. I'm done playing with this. I'm done playing games with this thing. Carved it a bunch. Like, got most of the scratchy pieces off of it and stuff. So here it is. This one is not a different color. It's just a little smoother. I don't know why it came out that way. It just did. Luck of the draw. That one is a little bit smoother than the other. And later on, I'm going to take these and I'm going to mix up some slow set resin. Oh, I don't even have any. Damn it. Ah! Damn it. I don't even have any. I used it all up. Damn. Well, oh, that's all right. I could use the fast set stuff. I just have to mix smaller batches all. But I want to put a nice like coating, like a nice slick coating on them to make them look nice, you know?
Clear coat kind of.
Yeah, a little bit. Complementary.
Can you sand them?
You could sand them, you could carve them, like I said, you can cut it. You can whittle it away, almost like wood. Yeah, very, very forgiving
Very
stuff.
cool. So you can sand it down and make yourself a finish, get it the way you want it.
Oh yeah, you can give it a matte finish. You can give it rough texture, or you can give it nice, slick, smooth texture. Whatever you'd like. Yeah, it's up to you. You can paint. You can paint it. Takes paint very well. Stuff's great. I just sent my friend, Anthony, right?
Yeah. Where is
Anthony,
Anthony, by the way?
I don't know, but Anthony, I just sent him one the other day. He's gonna get it tomorrow.
Cool.
He might have got it today. I don't remember. I didn't bother checking the tracking. Thank you.
Yeah.
Looking for that word.
I just hope Tom sent Anthony the link. That's all.
But I can send it to Anthony if you want.
I don't have Anthony's Hangouts.
I do. I've been around YouTube forever, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting some Hangout contacts, though. I've got some contacts in there.
I don't have everybody's Hangout contacts, but I do have a bunch. Hang on. Let me see what is up in the community and see if Anthony's even available, because there's probably other people live streaming right now.
Well, Anthony's probably busy working in the yard or something like that.
He might be.
It's Sunday afternoon. This just happened to be an experiment. I got up this morning and I thought, what the heck? I'm going to do a live stream. And if anybody shows up, that's fine. I was just curious who would pick it up.
It's still showing me the same. It's showing me the same live stream list as it showed me last night. I don't know why it hasn't updated. It's weird. Oh, now it is. Okay. Now it's updated. I had to refresh the page. That's stupid.
Do you already have the page up?
Well, I had your stream up, but it was showing me last night's live stream list, which is dumb. I don't know what I was doing.
Well, it's playing on the computer.
No idea. No idea why it did that. All right.
There's no time limit.
It doesn't appear that anybody.
The max.
Yeah. It doesn't appear that anybody else would be streaming that I know of. That Anthony would be on right now. Okay.
Yeah. Well, who told me this was a good time to stream because there weren't that many people around. Now they probably meant that not that many people online.
Yeah, Oz is
Bill
streaming,
did his stream at this time and he did pretty well with it, you know.
and that's pretty much it.
You
All
did.
right.
You get your butt up here. I know you're watching. Get Sheena up here too. Let's have a party.
All right.
Sheena can get Brian up here. Brian's so laid back and cool on a live stream. Just get him up, and everything just kind of calms down. You know, it's like a mood. Kenny brought his V-dub to the show this morning.
Oh yeah.
It was dusty. He didn't even bother to wipe it off. It's like, dang on, you can take a cloth and wipe it off, can't you? He called it desert dust. It was windy. He said it was dusty in the garage, though. At least you could dust it off before you bring it to the car show.
All right. There's that one. Oh, and Anthony. Okay. Antone.
Yeah, Tom's still playing with the. I hope he didn't run into a technical difficulty.
Nah. He's talking to Pat. There we go. I sent one to you, Dizzy, and sent one to Sheena, and I sent one to Anthony.
Well,
Not
we're
in
gonna
that
see what
order,
happens.
but I sent them out.
We'll see what happens here. I got
Yes, Tom is
5:30.
playing with his meat. There's no doubt about it. All right. One moment, please, David, and I will be back.
and I already got a buzz on. Tom hasn't even started.
Well, it's still early afternoon over there.
Yeah, it's only 2:00. Was it 2:00? 2:30 in Las Vegas. And 2:30 in Los Angeles. Isn't that where Monica's from? Is Los Angeles? Los Angeles.
No, she's not from Los Angeles. She's from the middle of Cali, I believe. Somewhere around there. Round or about.
Remember San Diego, maybe. I don't know.
No, San Diego is definitely Southern California.
Yeah, I'm planning a trip to San Diego. I just can't wait. I hear that's a really, really cool place.
I know a couple of people out that way.
Well, there's the biggest scooter shop in the whole United States out there.
Wow.
Biggest Vespa place. I'm gonna try to take the man out to lunch and get a couple of T-shirts and get some stickers and stuff.
Oh.
I know he has T-shirts. He ran out, and none of them are for sale, but I'm sure he's got a few tucked away somewhere.
Your gorilla arm.
I got to do my gorilla arm thing. Ugh.
We have somebody in the basement.
Oh,
Anthony.
What's up, Dave?
Thank you.
Hello
Hey,
to
I'm here, Anthony.
Louisiana.
Thank you. Bye.
No problem.
Your battery's done.
I was in the Google, not the
Leave it
Google,
there.
YouTube thing. I got seven screens going on here.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey, Justin.
Oh, I can't believe it. Anthony's actually on my live show. It's wonderful. The drive shaft through.
I didn't get no notification.
I sent you I asked Tom if he would send you the link, and I guess he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get a notification. I was just finishing making my soup in the kitchen, and I got a deal from Captain Jerk that you was on on Hangouts. Yeah.
Did you subscribe?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. I'm still learning this. How do you
No,
send
YouTube does that, man.
How do you send that notification out that lets people know?
Yeah, that's YouTube for you, man.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Well, YouTube, man. Sometimes they do it, and sometimes they don't. They may do it in 5 seconds. They may do it in 3 hours. Who knows?
Okay, well, I scheduled the stream at like 11:30 this morning for 4 o'clock, so I would figure it would send a notification to YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even get that. Normally, like someone
Sometimes
skills
it
that
feels
far
like
out,
enough.
Yeah.
I
Sometimes
get
you
a
don't.
deal saying, yeah. I
Sometimes
usually get a deal saying, but yeah, not this time.
Try to explain Google. We'll get rich.
No, you'll get a migraine.
Heck, I've gotten a migraine before from something going on a computer.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just saying, trying to
Hang
figure
on,
out the
Anthony.
mind.
You ready?
No.
Yeah, that big blue
Oh.
bastard.
Damn. Yeah.
I made two. Check it out. I made 2 of them.
That's almost as big as a human head. That's almost real size.
Hey, you can say it's a young adult head. Yeah.
I made 2 of them. Identical. Oh, well, as identical as I could get them.
Right. Right. Yeah.
That's as good of a try as I'm ever gonna make, probably.
Hey, Dry Shaft Drew, Dorito. Sorry, man. I just got
Dorito,
text
man.
popped up.
So you gotta keep flipping back and forth here. You know, I'm half blind, so I got like 3 screens going here, and it's all big. All magnified. The shit,
I gotta
half
turn
of the
my
shit
fan off.
sometimes is off the edge of the screen.
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hazy
so-
Days had to drop down. He
Hold up.
had to get him some grub.
I was showing my neighbor how to make sweet hot sour soup. Chinese hot sour soup.
Yeah.
Now she's seen what actually goes into it. Now she's like, "Ew," and I'm like, "Well, you've been eating it for years. Why are you gonna go ooh now? Because you just found out mushrooms and black mold, black fungus is in it."
Did you say
mean-
black fungus?
Yeah, it's a
that's-
fungus,
That's a fungus because they got to ferment the sauce.
right? Yeah,
That's
I mean-
what makes it good.
but
Fungus.
a lot of people say, "Ooh," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, you eat sauerkraut?" Yeah, well, that's
Eat
the same
cheese.
thing. It's fermented cabbage. Come on,
You eat cheese, you eat fungus.
that's mold. Yeah,
Blue cheese, that's penicillin there.
yeah.
Oh, I'll
People
be-
just
I'll
don't
eat
understand.
blue cheese all
There's
day.
funguses that hurt you. Well, people just don't understand. There's funguses that'll hurt you and funguses that'll help you. Okay,
Yeah.
you just gotta know which ones.
Later,
Well, I
Drew.
trust something, bought at a store or something like that because they use
Where's
co-
Monica
it's
leaving? Oh, Monica left. Sorry,
culture.
Monica.
Oh yeah, she left a while ago.
No,
Yeah.
she just left. Like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, then she must
Yeah.
have hopped back on because she said she left.
Oh, look, it's a Tom.
Oh,
Hello,
it's a rare,
Tom.
it's a rare sighting. It's
There's
the
a Tom
elusive
in there.
Tom.
It's the
Oh, man.
elusive Tom. Huh?
We had to sear that thing 3 times on each side until it was finally that it was really seared all the way across before we got it on the smoker.
Ah,
Yeah.
There you go.
Smell it all the way over here in North Carolina.
Yeah.
It smells delicious.
tell-
When's dinner?
I tell people all the time, you gotta get that sear just right before you throw it in the smoker, because if you don't, it'll dry out. It'll
Yeah.
dry out.
So and I did video it, so there'll be part of part 2 on the video. I already made a video how I made this thing, Anthony.
Yeah,
And so, yeah.
I'll watch
Oh,
it.
man.
I just got on the PC not long ago, so I had to play catch up now.
Well, Jamie C had to leave us.
It's brutal out there.
Jimmy C had to leave us because he had stuff in the garage. He said he was making a video
Yeah.
to do with his camera.
Yep.
He said, look for a video later. I said, glad to have you up. He was up here for about an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Hazy was up for a little while.
Until we made him hungry.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a lot to make Hazy Days hungry.
Well, we talked about food. Hazy said he had to take a bath and get something to eat. Had a long day.
Yeah, pretty safe. Yeah. You're a hungry person. You get around me, you'll get hungry because I'm always eating.
Well, when you do live streams, you got to watch the people on the West Coast there because you don't want it to get it too early for them folks. And then you got the people over in the UK. It's too late. And then you got people in Australia.
But Dave, let me tell you,
Mark was on.
Dave, let me tell you David, what I tell people all the time, just pick a spot, pick a day, and do it. Because if you try to cater to everybody, you'll never go live.
Well, I gave it some thought. Anthony, I gave it some thought. I'm taking your advice. I woke up this morning. I felt like shit. I think I'm going to do a live stream this afternoon. What time am I going to do? Oh, 4 o'clock. How about that?
Yeah. Well, no, because I've had other people try to do that, and then they said, "Well, I was going to pick this day, but this, and this." And I said, "Look, just pick a day, and people, if they like what they see, they'll come. Because if you keep trying to cater to every single person inside, you'll never go live, and they'll never go when you're on."
I think 4 o'clock on Sunday is a good time because it's after church. We'll get church out of the way, get lunch out of the way,
Right.
Get the whole thing. I'm done with that at about. Well, I could go until 4 o'clock, but I could just tell the church people, heck, I got to go. I got a live stream I need to do.
There you go.
No, usually it's lunch and then somebody comes back to the house and they linger a while. The guy ends up falling asleep in the chair.
I can just see Dave now. Pastor, save my soul later. I'm late for my live. I gotta go.
I got to go live.
In fact, hang around. I may need you after the show.
Absolutely.
Dear Lord, forgive me.
Yeah, church is an all-day thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Like a work day. And then we got Tuesday, we do Bible study and lunch, and then something ends up happening after lunch.
Well, we started it. Our Father, I have sinned, and
Yeah.
then you just start going.
Well, I'm not too crazy about my biological family, and I'm real close to my brother, but they live 250 miles away, and my church is
That's
my
too
real
close.
At Thanksgiving, we were all sitting around eating lunch, and
Yeah,
I
250
paid the whole
miles.
bill. I said, "Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. You're really my family." So I just paid the whole damn bill for the lunch.
Oh,
I'm the
wow.
same way with my biological family. 250 miles would be too close. My nearest biological family is about 1,300 miles, and that's just perfect.
That's just about. If mine was 1,300 miles, that would make it very happy.
Five houses down that way.
I've been
Oh,
there,
God.
done that. I've lived next door to my folks.
I mean,
I had
some of
no
my
idea
family,
they were I had no
Majority
idea they were dysfunctional.
All right, I want to check the fire.
All right.
I'd say
Yeah, Tom, you actually get along with your relative that's like 5 houses away.
right.
You
Well,
get
see,
along
that's
with
the
them
difference.
now.
Yeah, there's a handful I could get along that close, but the rest of them, I'd be on an episode of Cops somewhere.
Jerry. Yeah. No,
Or
no
that
thanks.
Or Morvey, you're not the father.
Anthony, you are not the father. Oh, thank God. Finally, the first time I'm not the father.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, man. I know a couple of people that are like that. They're just like, dude, there's never been one time where I wasn't the father. I'm like, oh, damn. I'm sorry, buddy.
Well, That's like when I started accumulating my tools in my shop. my friend says, "Dang, man, did you hit the lottery, get rich or something?" I said, "No, man. I don't have to pay child support no more. I got money left."
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
budgeted that in for so long, and now all of a sudden, I'm a rich man. You know, there's room.
Yeah,
in my budget.
like, where's all this extra money coming from? I'm like, oh, that's right. He's 19 now.
Yeah, 18. That's it.
I'll tell you this.
Actually, technically, it don't stop until their 19th birthday. Technically, just to let you know.
I'll tell you this right now, Anthony. I know dudes that have freaking told their friends, do not get us high chairs and all these other kind of things for the freaking baby shower. Just get me some tools.
Yeah,
Just get me some damn tools.
yeah. We got all the high
You know,
chairs.
you're
We
in the
can,
doghouse. You need tools
My-
for your doghouse.
My family's gonna buy all that stuff. You want to get me some? Don't get my wife another blanket or another freaking snuggly or whatever. Don't get us another
Yeah,
diaper,
I mean-
caddy. No, get me
Like
some
I-
tools.
Well,
I
I
You're
tell
going to
them,
be spending a lot of time out in the garage, you know.
need a new 10-inch table saw. That's what I need.
well, that's what I tell them. I said, they go, I don't know you're a hard person. I don't know what to get you for Christmas. I said, well, just give me a gift card or a Harbor Freight card, something like that. I'll find a use for it.
You know, Sears, the tool department at Sears used to be the man's candy store back in the day.
Yeah.
Way
Oh,
down
yeah.
business,
Back in the
so
day.
I guess Harbor Freight has to replace Sears. Of course, Sears had
Pretty
much
much.
better quality of tools. So
Well, yeah, but
Well,
look, I'm gonna tell you.
there's
I tell
also-
people this way: when it comes to Harbor Freight, a lot of it is a gamble. But the thing is, my buddy has a tool he's bought 4 times already from Snap-on, and I ain't got to tell you the price from Snap-on. I bought 2
well,
Harbor Freight for the price that he paid for 1 Snap-on, and mine are still going.
yeah,
I tell you what, the new freaking the new Craftsman is Husky.
Well, no, yeah, because there's actually people don't realize, like the lawnmower and the tools, the Craftsman name is still on it, but that name was sold to a foreign company a long time ago.
well, I was buying
So
a
much
lawnmower.
now.
I was buying a riding lawnmower at Sears, and
Yeah.
there were 2
Which is
different.
made by MTD now.
Well, they had 2 different years of models, and he said, okay, last year's model was made by MTD, and he had me look at an MTD mower. And he
Yeah.
said, this one has the, I don't know what, he said it was a kind of transmission in it. Then he said, the
Hydrostatic.
next year's is Husqvarna,
Yeah.
and he said it has a Hydrodyne.
Hydrostatic. Yeah,
Don't buy
hydrodyne.
the Hydrodyne, that's shit.
Yeah.
Because if that breaks on you, you cannot replace that. You have to replace the entire transmission or
Pretty
parts.
much.
Now, I've seen a YouTube video of
Yeah.
somebody repairing a hydrostatic transmission, but
Yep.
it just had a seal that went bad in it. And he
Yeah,
said,
that's usually almost all of them. The main problem is the seal on the shaft likes to blow. And once that fluid leaks out, you basically ain't moving.
so guess what homeboy bought? MTD. It was
Yep.
under the Sears name, but it was an MTD mower.
Right.
And
Right.
they're made right here in North Carolina.
Oh wow.
Were at one time. Yeah.
Hey Shandog, how you doing?
Probably made in China now. Hello, Sando.
Well, no,
Well, they're made here by Chinese.
They're made in
company.
China. They're made in China and assembled in Mexico. Okay, that's how it works.
Okay.
Well, the company I work for, let you in on a little secret. Right
Yeah.
now, we're doing a trial run for Pepsi.
Yep.
Most of that shit's made in China, gets shipped to us, and we assemble it, and it says
Yeah.
"Made in USA." When it leaves our facility, it says "Made in USA" on it.
Yeah.
Because somebody took Chinese parts and put them
And put it
together
inside
in the
the
United
Yeah.
States. If
Well,
you
yeah, the
bought any-
shells made here, but all the guts are from China.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we do a lot of stuff for Granger. You know who Granger is.
Oh yeah, I know who Garinger is. Yeah.
You probably on chance you probably bought something we made, but we've quality checked that shit from China, and sometimes we'll find a fault in the metal or something like that because they use the cheapest metal you could ever get.
Oh, the Chinesium.
Chinese.
Rebar.
Anyway, that's a joke
Rebar.
around the shop. We
Chinesium.
hold something up in the air. Okay, look at this Chinesium, and there's a big strip right through the middle of it.
That's what
That
it
would
is.
hit the
Chinese.
recheck pile.
Oh, you actually watch AVE, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, on
Oh,
that
wow.
one, I'm going to get a refill.
Yeah, that terminology is used a lot there. Yeah. He'd be digging. Look at this Chinesium shit. What the hell?
Oh, it looks like a Delrin or an ABC or ABS plastic, and he
Yeah.
even knows the names of all the plastics and polymers and things. Oh yeah, these wires here, that's what you call aluminum. It may look copper, but look. And he scrapes it a little bit, and all the copper comes off. There's aluminum.
Well, that's like my buddy's car was messing up, and I said, "You got to change your intake plenum." I said, "Why?" I said, "You got a crack in it." Well, he said, "Well, how did it crack?" I said, "Bro, it's plastic sandwiched between two pieces of metal that gets hot. Okay, it's not going to last 20 or 30 years. You're lucky if you get 10 out of it." And he said, "Well, how's that?" And I gave him a little Jura hammer, the little bitty hammer. I said, "Hit it on the side right there, just lightly." And he tapped it, and it just went.
Yep.
I said, it's dry. It's a terminology that you can understand. It's dry rotted. Okay, it's gone. Yeah. I said. He said, "Well, what am I going to do?" I said, "You're going to have to buy a new one."
You fit to
Yeah.
buy a new one right now.
Yep. I said, I temporarily sealed it where you get home, but I said, you're going to have to buy a new one because it's just going to keep deteriorating because it's gone. And I said, do me a favor. When you order the new one, before you put it on, stick it in one of them little Walmart $10, Christmas tree ornament buckets and drown it in 303 and let it soak for about at least 5 or 6 days before you put it on.
Anthony, I know you watch. You might not watch him right now, but I know you know who
Yeah.
Jeff Bradshaw is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Redneck Restorations. This old
Yep.
truck.
Yeah, this old
That guy-
Yep.
This old truck. Yep.
Huge problem with Chinesium.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
He's had like entire rants about it. He's had whole videos, like a half-hour video on how shitty something is. I'm like, damn, this guy is just fired up.
Well, yeah, because you got to understand it's on parts that get hot, and after a couple of times that thing heat and contract, it just disintegrates. It's worse than pot metal ever thought about being.
Well, we
He
used to
was
call it
fired
hot
up
metal.
about this tool, and it was supposed to pump gasoline from
Yeah.
a tank into the truck or what,
Or whatever. Yeah.
It was supposed to be for gasoline, and it melted.
Because
Because
it
The
over-
there
damn
was
plastic melted when it touched when it pumped a little bit of
Bullshit
the
in it.
gasoline. It melted, and he's
So
just
all
like,
from the heat of the motor.
no.
Yeah.
It was an exterior pump. It was for like pumping it out of a tank. Like out of the truck into like.
Yeah,
a
I
tank.
know what you're talking about, but the material around it melts from the heat of the motor spinning the propeller.
all from the pump itself, so it's not cooling
Oh,
adequately
the
cooling
plastic
for the
melted
material.
from the freaking
of the
chemical
heat.
composition of the gasoline melting it.
Well, that too. Yeah,
It
that too.
reacted with the gasoline.
Because they got different gasoline in China. I guess they don't
Okay,
have as much ethanol.
I got a
in
good-
it. It must not
I
have
got a
melted.
good example for that. Anything that's made with a petroleum, you cannot put gas in it. And I try to tell this guy this. He was at a gas station he was pumping gas into an empty milk jug. I said, "Bro, you're never going to make it where you're going." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because that milk jug is made with gasoline, and the gasoline's going to dissolve that." And no sooner I said that, he went to pick it up, put it back in the truck, and the whole bottom went.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I remember I had to do something with my scooter. I had to do something with the gas tank, and I had to drain some of the fuel out. So I had this plastic tray,
Yeah.
and I put some gasoline in it and just set it over to the side next to the trash can. Well, that gasoline started melting that thing. I could even smell the that
Yeah, the chemical
nasty
burn.
chemical
Yep.
smell. And it sure
Oh,
enough
yeah.
melted that thing and it stuck to the driveway.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I've
tell
done
you.
that. 'Cause
Like
I'd
the
be.
attendant.
But it
at the
only
gas
had like
station-
a quarter of an inch of gasoline in it. And I was
Oh yeah,
like,
it don't take much. It don't
it's
take
like,
much.
the
golly,
attendant.
that's nasty. You know, I just
Gas
had it to
station
pick up a
attendant
few
is
of the
supposed to tell you. Like-
residual drops of gasoline that came out of the gas tank.
The gas station
Yeah.
attendant is supposed to tell you, don't
No.
use anything but a regulation gas tank or
Gas
gas can or
They
whatever.
do
They're
here.
supposed
They will not let you fill up anything else but a regular.
They're
And they have
supposed
one
to.
for gasoline. They have one
yeah,
for
that's-
diesel, and they're
Well, not
called.
only that, but there's supposed to be a sign on the freaking pump right in front of your face.
Yep. We have to
Well,
have
now that
regulation.
people
gas
use
can.
now that people could use a card, you know, to buy gas. We used
Well,
to
yeah,
be-
but they still have the right to hit the stop button and come out and tell you, hey, you
Yeah,
can't
well,
do
they
this.
got a big plate glass window they can look at. If they see somebody that with a milk carton and trying to fill it up with gas, they'll stop it and say, "No, you
But-
can't fill it up with gasoline."
But like anywhere else, it depends on who's working. Some people do their job, and some people just.
Well, you
go,
know, I've gone to a gas.
No problem.
I went to a particular BP station, which was right down the street from here, and
Yeah.
I'm on a scooter. I'm on a little motorcycle, and it only holds a gallon of gas. And so I'm at the gas pump. I swipe my debit card or credit card, and then actually, I had a BP card because somebody gave me one as a gift. I was
Yeah.
pumping the gas a little bit, you know.
Hey, Shandoff.
And then they come on the loudspeaker and say, "You're pumping real slow. Is there something wrong with the pump or something?" And I said, "No, I'm on a scooter. It only holds a gallon of gas." And he could look out the window and see what was going on there. I said, "Oh, no, it's not a problem. This scooter only holds a gallon of gas. I don't want to pump a whole."
Yeah, that's when you tell them I don't want it in my lap.
Right. I don't want gas to come spewing back out on me.
Hey, Shandog, I tell you what, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay today. My shoulder hurts from working on a skull earlier. I was doing a little carving on it and everything, but no, I'm fine. A little sore. That's all. How is everyone else on the panel? You fellas okay?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah.
Got my new smoker going, so we're trying it out for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Nice outside, clear, sunny, little breezy, about 78 degrees.
Yeah, it is a little cool today.
Yeah, we got 68 and sunny in Carolina.
we got 60 here, and it's nice. 60 and
Shandog
nice.
was up here before. Shandog, did you go or did you?
I'm still here.
He's still here.
Well, Tom said hi, Shandog. I said, Shandog's been up here.
Well, hold your breath. It's only 64 here in Louisiana. Okay.
Can you believe that it's warmer in North Carolina than it is in Louisiana?
Yeah. It's
Yes, I can
64
believe
and breezy, but like you said, the sun's out and it's breezy, but it's
Actually,
64
the sun's
degrees.
starting to go down a little bit. I
Yeah.
live down in like a ravine, not a ravine, but I live down in a valley. So when it goes down, it's down
I
earlier.
live on a hill.
Well, I live like down, but like between two hills.
I live next
Yeah.
to the Tobacco Valley.
Well, David lives like we used to say down in Kentucky. I'm down in the bottom of the holler.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know Kentucky. I'm a native Kentuckian. I was born in Kentucky. All my family.
Earned mine, Kentucky here. That's where I was raised most of my life. Earned mine, Kentucky. Just right on the other side of Whitesburg.
I know where that is. Hang
Yeah.
on, small world, man. You told me that before that you were from Kentucky.
Yeah. Well, that's why MBA knows me, because he lives right there in that same area. And when he remembered, because my whole family owned the whole holler up through on the other side of Ermine, right before you cross into Virginia. It was called Craft Crawley Holler. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that was
All
owned
right.
by that was owned by my entire family at one
I've
time.
never
I mean, it's
been there
broke up
personally,
now.
but I know about Crawley Holler. You know, if you live in Kentucky long enough.
Yeah,
So,
you know about it. Well,
My
you know,
family's from a holler, but I've always lived in the city. I'm a spoiled city.
well, my grandfather was Linville Stallard, if that name rings a bell with you. You know, Stallard Coal Mine, Stallard
Oh,
University.
absolutely. Big,
Yeah.
big money. Big.
Well,
Kentucky.
used to be big money until they all gambled it away.
Well, they've had some
Yeah.
problems up there.
Well, I had a bunch of gamblers in my family, and they gambled a lot of shit away. Yeah. People always wonder why do you don't like going to casinos? I said because I've seen what it's done to my elders, and I don't want to be nowhere near that way. Yeah, because my grandfather lost the whole damn coal mine. How the hell do you lose a whole damn coal mine in a game of poker? Come on,
Because
man.
you have too much to drink and you gamble it all away. That's what you do.
Yep. Yep. And then Stallard University, you know, all that money went into that, and hell, they don't even have control of that anymore.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Now it's all
Hey.
drugs. It's opioids and
Meth.
meth and
Oh, there's more meth labs up in them hills now than you can shake a stick at, brother.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, more meth
moonshine
labs.
back in the day, and now it's meth.
More meth labs than there are moonshine stills.
Yeah.
You got that right, David. Oh
Yep.
man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they say, the moonshine stills are terrible, and them moonshiners are devil people and this and that. No, they're not. They just want
Man,
freaking cheap. They just want taxless liquor. You
Right.
got these meth heads making meth out in the woods now. That's
Last time
bad.
I've been back home was in 2009, and I went up there to visit my grandfather about 2 weeks before he passed, because I
Mhm.
wanted to see him before he passed.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, when I was up there, man, I had cousins that still live in there, 10, 11, 12-year-old, 4 or 5 months pregnant,
Yeah. No doubt.
and I'm going, holy Jesus Christ, man! And then the sad thing is, it ain't some guy down the road; it was another relative that knocked him up. And I'm like, what?
Heck, there was a lot of inbreeding in my family. They don't talk about it, but it happened.
No, they never like to talk about it.
Yeah.
But they're
You
all
think it happens
dead.
down
I have
south?
a great
Happens
aunt.
up
I know
north, too.
she's over 90 because she had her 90th birthday, and I don't remember when that was. That's the only living relative I have up in Kentucky.
Well,
Now,
believe it or not,
I
like
have
my-
an uncle that lives in Frankfurt, but I don't consider that to holler. Frankfurt's the capital.
no, Frankfurt's capital. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's not anywhere near a holler. That's the bluegrass. That's
Yeah, that's on the plains, as we call them. Kind of like where Bowling Green and Louisville and all that's at.
he's
It's
Tell you what.
between Lexington and Louisville. That's where he is.
There's only 2 states where you can marry your first cousin legally in the United States. One of those
Virginia
states,
and
yes, is Kentucky. Yes,
Yep.
one of them is Kentucky. What's the other one?
Virginia.
No,
Arkansas.
nope. It's a northern state.
Oh, really?
Would have to be
Wow.
New Hampshire.
New Jersey.
New
Oh,
Jersey.
Jersey.
why does that not surprise me?
So a lot of people. Wait for this one. A lot of people from New York go and get married in New Jersey.
Jersey. Well, yeah, but that's like for me and my friend was talking about. A lot of people don't realize certain states they're living in, age of consent is 16.
Absolutely.
Connecticut.
You ought to watch that.
That's
Some
Connecticut.
states is 18. Some
Yeah,
states.
16-year-old can walk up and say, "Hey, let's," and the parents will be like, well, "No, you can't because she's age of consent and he's between a certain age. You can't touch him."
You go across the state line.
Huh?
You go across the state line, and it's another state.
Oh no, that's a different story. But I'm talking about as far
That's
as
a
like
different
where
charge.
That's a different one. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. People freak out about the smallest stuff sometimes. I said, well, if you don't think about it long ago, because my grandma was a prime example. She was married before she was 13. She had 12 kids before she was in her late 20s.
Yeah.
Because back then, if you wasn't married by the time you was 18, you was either a Spencer or a whore.
All right,
Yeah,
guys, I gotta
Kentucky-
go. David, I gotta go.
Kentucky's 18 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, back in the days, it was nothing for a 12, 13-year-old girl marrying a 40-year-old man.
We lost
The
Tom.
family encouraged it. The family encouraged it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, up in the holler, nobody cared anyway.
Too much in love drives a man insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jerry Lee Lewis is a prime example. He married his 12-year-old cousin.
Yeah.
But he took care of her, so, you know.
But you're up in the holler. It's a whole different world. I mean, if you've never experienced
Oh,
that,
yeah.
at least observe that happening. It's a whole different world.
When I was younger, that my mom explained to me that's the reason she was moving us way the fuck away from the family, because I end up marrying somebody I'm already kin to or can't have kids with. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. There's only a limited
Yeah,
population, you know.
Well, my first girlfriend back in junior high, I dated her for 6 months, and I finally brought her to visit my mom and my grandma. My grandma, as soon as she walks in the door, she says, "Oh God, Anthony, you can't be dating her. That's your cousin." I'm like, "Well, I wish you would have told me that about 6 months ago, because we way past cousins."
Too late now.
Yeah. Just glad nothing come of that, as far as
Well, you know,
kid-wise.
up there in the holler, you just don't know. I mean, it's a different life. It's a different.
Well, yeah, because the family can spread out so far, but yeah.
You got boundaries there. You got big old mountains in your way, you know.
Well, like where I can take where my grandfather's 130 acres was in Irvine up on that whole holler, that one side of holler. And if you went over the crest of that, you was in Virginia.
Yeah, that's the way it is up there.
You lived right on, one side was Kentucky, one side was Virginia. So, but my family spread from there all the way into Virginia.
Well, see, my family settled in Virginia, but that was before it was Kentucky. They're right up here,
Yeah.
Salem. Now, get this shit. Salem,
Yeah.
Virginia. It's an hour away from here. You could drive to where my family settled.
Yeah. Yep.
And I moved here to North Carolina, not knowing that Salem was right there. And it's like, holy cow,
Yep.
I'm 100 miles away from where not 100 miles, 50 miles away from where my family settled in the 1800s.
Well, see, that's why I tell people, technically, I wasn't born in the States. I was born in Kaufman, Germany, but because I was on a military base, or I should say my mom was on a military base on her way home, and she went into labor before the plane left the ground. But we were still on, U.S. soil because of, the base. Yeah. But my birth certificate says Nelsonville, Ohio, because that's where they landed in that area.
So you should have dual citizenship. You should be German and.
Well, I do have dual citizenship, but not because of that. I have dual citizenship because I still have living family in Ireland.
Ireland, that's where my family's from. Ireland, Scotland. Mom's side is Scotland. My dad's side.
Maybe the two of you fellas are more closely
Related?
than you are. Yeah.
Well,
Maybe.
if he's from the holler of Kentucky,
There's a possibility.
it's a high possibility that we're related. And if he's Irish, yeah.
And if you got kin out in Scots Irish, out in the freaking Appalachians, you might be related to me.
You very well may.
I still have living family in Belfast and Dublin.
Hey, can you picture a feller that looks like me with a straw hat and a banjo sitting on the porch?
Yeah, I could. You would fit right in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen you stand in front of, hold a microphone in your
Look at
hand.
the shape
and
of his
sing Led
face. You
Zeppelin.
tell me, do I look like a hillbilly?
Heck, it wouldn't take much. We could prep you up there and make you look like a
I'm telling
hillbilly.
you,
You got the beard.
Oh, man.
All we need to do is
relatives.
get trim
here and there. You
on
look-
the back porch.
I don't know
Oh, hell, what are
any
you
of my
talking about?
relatives.
A
And
little
you-
trim
know.
here and there, make it look Amish.
I don't know any of my relatives out there. but I've got them in
Yeah.
the Scots Irish, and I've got them in Amish country too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
my family, Anthony.
Well, hello, cuz.
Well, okay. My grandmother was raised out in Pennsylvania Dutch area of our country. So, yeah. I'm telling you, I got
Well, see,
a lot
that's
of
like where
relatives
I
out in
grew up.
Pennsylvania. A lot of relatives out in the freaking out in the foothills. Well, in the Appalachians, I got dude.
Well, see, that's like when I moved.
You pronounced it the right way, Captain. Appalachia.
Yep.
That's the way we pronounce it here.
Yep. Well, when when I first,
we're not ignoring you, my fella.
I
No.
spent some time out in the Appalachians, in East Kentucky.
Eastern.
Yeah,
Kentucky.
I was on a project called the Appalachia Service Project, and we went
Oh, I
down there.
know that.
We were fixing this underprivileged family's roof.
you was connected. Didn't you probably remember a group that was there too called HPI, Housing Partnership?
I vaguely remember that, but listen to this.
We had black shirts that said HPI Association on it.
Yeah, I think I've seen them guys. But anyway,
Yeah, I used to work for them.
I might have seen you. Well, anyway, we were out there and we were on the side of a hill, and there was a cloud burst, and man, it was just raining on these people's house, and we like the most everybody was crying except for the people that own the place. They're just like, well, it's just a little water, ain't gonna hurt nothing. And we were just like sitting there watching the rain come in because we had half the roof off, and we didn't have time to tarp it all up before it just started freaking destroying everything.
Captain,
we were like, holy crap.
Captain, that roof was doing that before you tore.
That's what
Yeah,
they
it was
said.
looking like a
That's
tear
what they
before you
said.
took it off the house.
That's what they freaking said, and I'm just like,
Yeah, because that's like one our back room started leaking one real bad storm, and the wife's freaking out, and she's like, "Well, why are you so calm?" I said, "Hey, where I come from, roofs leak like that on a daily basis."
so we worked for a week down there. We stayed in an old school. It wasn't a school anymore, but it was an old school. They fed us, they housed us. We didn't have to stay in tents. Some people did. Some people, but by choice. But
Well, yeah, they didn't want water dripping on your head in the middle of the night.
I met some rednecks out there, and they were just regular,
Happy.
ordinary people, just salt of the earth type of folk. One of them was doing a lot of scrapping.
Well, it was hard to leave Kentucky because that really felt like home to me. But I had to leave because there wasn't any work there.
Yeah,
I couldn't find a job.
No work.
A college
I didn't want to
degree,
be having
and I couldn't
kids
find a
with.
job anywhere.
Well, that's why
Well,
I tell
that
people
was-
my mom got us out of there because there was no work, and she didn't want us having babies by kinfolk.
Yeah, let me tell you something. There was no jobs out where we were because we were really out in the sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, and there ain't
Nowhere.
there's no infrastructure. There's no store. There's like hardly any stores out there.
There are now. They have Walmart out there.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, woo, Walmart, woo.
Man, I'll tell you what. Those are some of the steepest roads that I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and it, like
Dave can tell you that most of the towns over there were in Hazard County where I live, and some of them are still that way. You got one huge store in the middle that's the post office, the general dollar store. When I say general store, I'm talking
there's your dog.
general store from feed to shovels to whatever.
Grocery.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it might even be a co-op.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
co-op. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the water company and everything else, co-ops.
Oh, Jesus.
Now I lived
Co-op
in
water company. Oh my goodness.
I lived in like the city part of Kentucky, but it was a
Oh,
small.
not me. I lived like Captain's talking about out in the middle of nowhere, scourge. The biggest thing was the post office and a McDonald's, and then they finally in Whitesburg they finally put a Walmart.
Yeah, that's
was
where
the big
one.
Walmart is in Whitesburg. Yeah.
There's this little,
You
there's
know
this
the story.
dude,
Oh
there's
yeah.
this little dude running around, right? This little kid, he was running around, and I don't think he had ever had a pop in his life.
Yeah.
He was like maybe 7 or 8 years old, and I gave him a little sip of every type of soda that they had in this cooler in the back of this van, and it wasn't even my soda. I was just like, this kid's cool, and I just kept I'd pour him a little tiny sip in the bottom, like that much, like, here, drink that. He must have had a couple of like full cups of soda,
Yeah.
and he just went.
Those kids up there love
He's
soda.
just
Soda's
spooled
a
up like
big
a
seller.
helicopter. I'm like, holy crap!
Oh, when I was a little kid, we'd walk down to the little corner store, and the biggest thing was a RC Cola and a moon pie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
RC Cola, because back then, and then hell, I remember walking down to that store that wasn't that far from a Marlboro plant, and I'd get a pack of Marlboro Reds for 50 cents.
Oh, wow.
When I first started
Oh,
smoking,
wow.
50 cents a pack.
Wow.
So we had a deal with Marlboro. He just got him through the back door.
Yeah.
You know, I miss it in a lot of ways because a lot of stuff up there made sense. You know,
Right.
a lot of stuff made sense up there. They got
Oh,
had a little system going up there that worked
Well,
pretty
they
well.
had a barter system. You know, they had a true
Absolutely.
barter system. Yeah.
And you knew
And
your
it worked.
neighbors. You knew everything. If somebody some stranger walked in, they had a way to. I don't know if it's true in Kentucky, but my dad's from West Virginia. If you go up to a holler to visit somebody, what they
Better know
had was the first house. They had a little boy that sat out on the porch, and they
Yep.
saw whoever was coming through,
And
that
called
little boy
everybody
would
up.
talk to him and say, "Who are you? Where?
Yep.
I'm going to visit so and so
Oh,
up the holler here." So the little
Yep.
they would send that little boy up to that house and say,
Mhm.
Are you
Do you
expecting
know
somebody
so-and-so?"
named so and so, or you got a guest coming?"
Yep.
Yeah, I do. And then they would send the guy up.
Oh yeah, you could leave your house. In fact, my grandfather, up to the day he died, which was in like I said, it was in like 2010 when he passed away. He never locked his doors.
Yeah.
And some of his doors didn't even have locks on them because, like you said, at the foot of that holler, there'd be two houses on each side of the road, and somebody be on that porch going, "Hey, why are you going up here? I don't know you. Who are you? Who's
Yeah.
your kin? Who's your kin folk?" Yeah.
But a
Oh,
lot
we're
of
the
times,
reviewers.
but what they did,
Oh,
what I
boy,
forgot
boy.
to mention, is that
Oh,
they
every
would
once
let
in a while
them
you
know.
get a person go, "Well, I'm just sightseeing." Well, this ain't the holler you want to sightsee in.
Well, no, they would let them know ahead of time that a guest was coming.
Yeah.
And when they got a telephone. Now, my roommate didn't get telephone service in his holler
Oh,
until
yeah.
the 80s.
Yep.
The mid 80s, they got telephones.
Well, my grandfather didn't even have a working bathroom in his house until 99.
Oh, well, my roommate didn't have a bathroom in his house. It was
Yeah.
in an outside house.
Outhouse.
Yeah.
He had outhouse.
No, they didn't have plumbing, but they did have a phone, and they did have
Yep.
they had electricity, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They had electricity and water and all that.
Yeah,
Of course,
they had
the
a
water
well.
used to be a bucket and a well, and then we put a board across it, run PVC pipe down to it, and put a pump on top of the header there, and pump it into the house.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah.
you went over 2 hours.
Yeah. Is that a crime?
No.
No, I'm just pointing out.
I'm
you
waiting
went
to
over
see
2
if
hours.
anybody else shows up for the party. What happened to Tom?
I don't know.
I don't
He
know.
dropped out several minutes ago. Probably
Shannon.
like 10.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Captain, what do you want to do? Do you want to shut it down?
Well, I don't
But
know.
I'm like
gonna
Dave, though.
see
You know,
how long
I hate
ago
it.
Tom
This
dropped
is
out
an
about.
experiment. I want to see how long it'll go. I'm kind of doing what Jimmy C.
Tom
would do.
dropped out about
Curious to see who's going to show up here.
13 minutes ago.
Yeah.
14
But
minutes.
Dave,
somewhere around
I'm
there.
like you. Dave, I'm like you. I had to leave Kentucky, but I was like you. It hurt because it was home, you know.
Yeah.
Mo man, what's up, bud?
Hey,
How you
my
doing?
man. Yeah.
Good to see you. Good
But,
to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, they did things a lot differently up in Kentucky, and a lot of it made sense. But there was no way to get money
Yeah.
to buy food with and pay rent.
No.
And,
No, for a young person, it's not a place to me like where most of my family still is up in that area. It's the
Mhm.
place to go when you retire. But if you're trying to grow a family and make something, you're never going anywhere. I'm sorry, there's just nothing there, especially when they close all the coal mines.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I got an idea. Somebody go in there and revitalize things and make the properties and the houses nice up there for retirees to want to be there.
Well, that's what they're doing. That's what they do now. My uncles make a living building houses and stuff for retired people to buy to retire.
Well,
nice
good.
And that's where the money is right now. Yeah.
Well, Kentucky gets all 4 of the seasons too, so I mean, there you
Yep.
go.
Mockton,
Yep.
hit that subscribe button.
Some people like
I'm
that.
trying to
Some
get
people,
200 subscribers.
Oh, I miss
Well,
all 4 seasons, man.
what's
I
up,
miss
Dave?
them.
I'm talking to Mockton.
Mo man.
Yeah, Mo Man here. I don't think you were a subscriber, but hit that button.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, it is, Mo man. But my uncles own the wood they cut, and they own the sawmill that cuts it. So, they can keep it at a reasonable price because they're not like my uncle said. They're not here to scare people and make it look like, oh my God, you got to pay $5 for that 2x4 and still paying $350.
That's how it works up there.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because they don't scare people. They're like, hey, don't worry about it. We own the mill. We own the woods. You be all right.
I don't
Well,
know
I
how.
went to work for my uncle's business, and my uncle's from West Virginia, and he ran his business the way I fit right in. I worked there for 13 years. I worked for him.
Dave, I
It's
don't
like
know
just
how.
like being up in the holler. It's like,
Dave, I don't know how, but you got a thumbs down on your video.
how on earth did I do that? I was talking
I have
about Kentucky.
no idea.
Well, good. I feel honored by getting a thumbs down. I wonder who did that.
Dave, all you got to do is breathe a certain way. You're going to piss somebody off.
Heck, I feel like a member of the club now. If I get a thumbs down.
Yeah. I mean, I tell
There you
people
go.
don't worry about them thumbs down because someone somewhere is going to say one little word and someone's going to go, oh my God, bullshit. I hate this.
Thanks, Mo,
They
man. I
might be from
appreciate you, buddy.
Well, hell, you're kin one half, I'm kin the other half. We'll call them up and tell them to stop that shit.
No, but there's nothing back there. You're right. It's retirement. People are moving back there to retire, though.
Oh yeah, well that's where the money is right now. That's why my uncles survived where they're at as long as they did because they bought most of the property they still own because my grandfather died and they got all that 130 acres which they wanted nothing to do with, so they broke it up in sections and built these nice little retreat houses I call, and people buy them up like crazy, especially retirees.
Well, like little cottages or something.
Like
Yeah, a
vacation
little
homes.
small, something that, your mom or your dad can move into and maintain because it's not like, they ain't got to be climbing a 30-foot ladder to fix the roof. Yeah.
Little 1 or 2 bedroom places. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little 2-bedroom, bath and a half, 2 baths with a sunroom.
A regular bedroom and a guest room.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And about 2 to 3 acres of property. Sometimes not even that, just enough to park the car on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
Have a little
But they-
pad out there.
Hey, that's all
They
you get.
sell them before. In fact, he's got 6. They got 6 they're building on right now, and they're already sold. They're trying to hurry up and get them done so the people can
Anthony,
move
I'll
in.
tell you what. There's a man-made lake over in Enfield, Connecticut. It's called Shaker Lake. Okay.
Yeah.
That used to be a vacation destination, or just like a private community type thing. It still very much is treated like a private community. And if you don't belong there, well, they know that you don't belong there. Well, anyway, what it is that my aunt bought a property there and decided to raise her family there. Her family was already, like her daughters were already teenagers. Well, getting to be teenagers at the time. So they didn't have a lot of growing up to do, but they had enough. You know, they moved in there. My cousin, her youngest daughter is the same age as me, and I was like 12 when they moved in there, 11 or 12. I think I was 11 years old. Yeah. Well, anyway, they moved in there, and like you were just saying, there was only room for like the house, and like the front yards are almost not there, and you got enough space to park your car. Mind-blowingly, they actually do have a garage, but it's one of those ones where it goes like this and then into the basement.
Inside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to a coworker. He's from West Virginia, and he was talking about how they built garages in West Virginia. I don't know how we got on that subject, but the garage that they had was only wide enough for the car. There was about 2 inches on either side of the garage. I mean, you couldn't get out of the car in the garage.
Well, that's like my grandfather
roll it into the garage.
Yeah, that's like my grandfather's garage on the side of his house. He would stop right before and then let my grandma and whoever was in the car out, and then he would pull in, hug the right side just so he'd have enough room to get out his door and walk out the garage.
I've actually seen it. I've seen a car parked in a garage. The passenger side is like
right against the wall.
And then there's just enough room for the driver to get out.
Well, that's the way it was, Jim.
That's my aunt's garage.
Well, that's all you need, really.
My parents' garage. You can't open either. You can't open both doors in that garage. My parents' old garage. So you have to hug the freaking side, and then freaking like the driver can get out, and that's it. That's it. You gotta let everybody out before you drive in.
Well, that's why my grandfather did that, and everybody's like, "Oh, look, he's an old gentleman." I said, "No, he does that because if he pulls in, she'll have to climb out on his side."
Yeah.
You ain't getting your muddy shoes on my leather seats.
Yeah.
A lot of them added onto the back of the garage. They'd put like a shed house on the back, and that's where they
a little lean-to.
Yeah, and have their firewood and everything that's stored.
The lawnmower, the little bitty, little 5 horsepower lawn push mower that they cut to the one little strip in front of the house.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. Ain't no riding mowers on her street. Well, on the other side of the street. On the other side of the street, there was, because those people actually could have a yard, because it was the side of the freaking road that was away from the lake. They could have big yards.
yeah.
Most of them still didn't, because
they didn't have big creek running through it.
There was a field on the other side of those houses, so most people still didn't have a big yard. But it was adequate. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But
like where I grew up, the only person that had a big property, like my grandfather, the reason he had 130 acres on that one side is because he had cattle, he had sheep, he had goats, so he was the meat producer of the holler. You know what I'm talking about? And then across from him, another guy had 30 acres, and he did turkeys and chickens, and
Did they have a
and like you said, there was meat crossing each boundary, but there was no money involved. It was like, hey, I got 60 chickens and 20 turkeys here. I'll trade you for that one heifer right there, that 300-pound heifer.
And somewhere about they had a smokehouse where they smoked bacon.
Oh yeah, that was my Uncle Bob on the other end of the holler had all the smokers and stuff. Yeah. Oh, and the salt curing. He did salt curing too.
And somebody was making sauerkraut.
Oh God, yeah. Kimchi, sauerkraut, just anything you can put in a jar and let rot.
Yeah.
Sauerkraut's good, but kimchi, that stuff could take a hike. I don't
like
that.
But some people like it though. Some people like it. Yeah, I didn't care for it either. I like the sauerkraut. I eat that all day,
Yeah.
That and all the rhubarb pies and the rhubarb this and rhubarb that.
Oh yeah, they have rhubarb and strawberry pie.
Just walk down the road with a stalk and
yeah. Let's talk of a plant you've been pissing on for months.
Hey, you know.
I know. I
shit
used
happens.
to do it too. My grandfather would be like, "Go pee on that." I'm like, "Okay." I go pee on it, and then later on, he'd tell me, "Go cut it now." You like the rhubarb? I'm like, "That's not the rhubarb. I'm peeing on it." He's like, "Nope, that's it." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Dang." Yep. And my friends would come over and they would eat it too, and I'm like, "I've been peeing on this for weeks."
Yeah.
Like,
You see how luscious that's when you say, you see how luscious the growth is and the thickness? That's thanks to me because I was peeing on it.
Oh yeah, that's a pee plant for sure. There's no doubt about it, man. That's a pee plant straight up.
Justin, you fit right in with this crowd. You must have
man.
enough Irish in your
Oh yeah.
Irish lineage.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Well, see, that's the main side of my family was Lakota, Irish, and then I had a few Spanish because I actually have relatives in Mexico. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. But you know, it makes sense because like my great granddad before he passed away in 2001, he used to tell me all the time. He said, "Yeah," he said, "you know, it's like typical Irish. As soon as we get off the boat, we married a squaw and ran to the mountains."
Well, that's what we did.
Yeah. Look, 3 heads are better than one.
You have no idea how warm these things are right now.
Are they still curing?
Yeah, they're still warm as hell. Man,
So that's
they're
the
still curing.
endothermic reaction.
but they look great though. They look so nice.
Yeah.
All right, fellers. They're a little greener than I wanted them to be, but I don't know. The guy I made them for, he might still like them. We'll see.
Yeah, you guys, if you want a time limit on the stream, we'll go to 7 o'clock and see what happens. Anybody's out there watching.
Yeah.
6:30 now.
You want now?
Let me do this. Let me share you. I didn't even think about it. I should have done that a while ago. Shared you out. Give me a second. Where's your YouTube?
I used to get frustrated with Dizzy and Hazy. Oh, we're going to go to 6 o'clock and then we're just going to stop. Well, you know, Jimmy doesn't do that. You know, if it's, you know, things are going good and all that, why stop it? You know, I just don't.
I mean, a good conversation, a good subject going on. Why not? You know.
Yeah, some of these people that do live streams, they say, "Okay, we're going to go to 6 o'clock," and boom, they just shut it down. It doesn't matter what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
La-di-da, la-di-da. Taking a picture.
Hopefully, it wasn't of me.
No.
You want to scare rats away in your basement? That's the picture to take.
La-di-da, la-di-da.
All right, there you go. Share on there. All right. Post it on there too. Is that your scooter there on your picture there?
Yeah, that's my scooter. I got to find some more, take some pictures to be as the thumbnail pictures for the video. I just went through my pictures. Oh, that's a good picture. Click.
Yeah. I thought about getting me a nice little scooter, but see, I live in such a rural area and there's a lot of trucking and trucks and stuff. Man, they'd flatten me like a pancake.
So your version of a scooter would be a side-by-side.
Yeah. With a screamer on board.
Absolutely.
And that screamer would be me. Tell him to stop.
Oh, it's getting worse here. It used to be a great place to ride a scooter, but now I just ride it around the neighborhood. People out there are nuts. And the way the roads are designed here, we're not allowed to ride them in the bike lanes. And the way the roads are designed here, they don't have any shoulder or anything because we live in a warm enough climate. You know, the up north where like Justin lives, they have shoulders on the side of the roads because they need somewhere to, when they plow the road, they need somewhere for the ice, you know.
our main roads through here have shoulders. You can park 2 cars on them side by side.
Well, see,
That's how
that
big
would
our
be
shoulder-
ideal for a scooter because you can ride in the shoulder and not have to worry about all the traffic, you know.
Get out of people's
But here
way.
they don't. There's some roads here. You know how they have the white line at the edge of the road,
Yeah.
and there's not even 6 inches on the other side of the white line. It goes. The white line, the road ends right there, which is kind of dumb. And they don't have a sidewalk. And the road stops, and then you immediately have the ditch that goes along the side of the road. There's no room for a human being. It's all designed for cars. I mean, don't get me on that subject. But anyway, it's gotten worse here.
Yeah.
It has. But at least you have a shoulder on the edge of the road.
Well, here the problem with where I live, I'm in two major junctions. I have a lot of through traffic because where I'm at on one side of me is the military base, Fort Polk. And then the other way is 20 minutes from the Texas border. So I have Texas traffic, Louisiana traffic, and these roads are constantly just traffic. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, well, cover yours, Captain. We have a problem with fucking New York. There's so many people down here from New York. And a lot of them are nice people. I know people from New York, but it's like they're taking over. They're bringing their New York money down here, and they're buying up everything and dumping money.
Well, you know why? Because they're trying to get out of New York because their taxes are horrible up there.
So they're going to bring that crap down here, and then we're going to end up.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, see, that's what I say. That's the problem. A lot of them go outwards to buy to get away from it, but then they end up getting that area and voting in the same idiots that
Well,
messed
you
up
know,
that
it's
area.
like, I'm going out on a limb here, YouTube wise, but
Yeah.
This show is not a political show, but I don't know why I feel so emotional about this. This place used to be a nice place to live. And now these people with money, these investors are coming in here and pouring money. The rents are horrendous here. The rents have gone way up. It used to be that you can get a decent place here and pay a decent rent and do okay. But now the price of everything's going up here because people from out of state are moving in here that have money.
David,
They're driving us crazy, you know?
David, I tell you what, the same thing's happening here. The same type of people.
Yeah.
New Yorkers come here, and they've been doing it for a long time. New Yorkers come here, and they drive the prices up because they're freaking spending their big dollar New York money here.
They're spending
Not
their
to
New
say
York
that
money.
Connecticut wasn't expensive already, because it was, but
Yeah.
they can afford Connecticut. There's a lot of
Yeah,
people
but
in
you see-
Connecticut that can't afford Connecticut.
Well, that's like the few that moved in this area. We always tell them on a constant basis, you left California for a reason. Leave it in California. You know?
Well, leave New York and New York. You're welcome to come down here. The doors are open. But leave your money and your taxes and your problems. Don't bring your problems with you.
Well, stop voting like you vote. That's what I tell them. That's what got you in trouble to begin with.
Yeah.
And see, they don't know how to handle that for me because I'm a long time registered Democrat. But like I told
So
you,
they're going to come down. See, North Carolina, they're on the border between Democrat and Republican. We had a governor. We had an election for a governor. It was a Republican governor and a Democrat governor, and it was. I don't remember what it was called, but it's the way the boundaries were set for the districts or whatever. And they had to do an investigation because the popular vote was for the Democratic governor, and the Republicans got all bent out of shape and made a case out of it. So they actually had to go in and count all the votes. And the Democrat governor made it into the office, but it was by teeth.
Yeah, but it don't matter what side they're from. Once they get into power, they don't want nothing to disturb it.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, we have a Democratic governor. We had a Republican governor in there, and he fucked everything up down here. I mean, he was only in there for 4 years, and he screwed everything up.
They all do.
And then the
They all
new governor had to fix it.
That's why I don't vote on party lines.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It don't matter what side they all screw up. It's just one side hides things better than the other one,
Hmm.
you know. Or they play that victim card crap and make it look like, well, it happened because of this and this and this and this.
Well, see, the
No, it didn't. It happened
Republicans,
because of you.
they put Republicans like these taxes and putting all these charges and these fees on things. You know,
They all do.
that's it. That's enough for the political stance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or we're going to go to 7. I probably got another thumbs down.
Or two.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Nope, just one.
I feel like a real member of the club now that I got a thumbs down on my show. Yeah.
That'll probably be the only one you get for this stream, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They're still a fan.
I'm
I
curious.
get
if
one or
that dude-
two. I get one or two every video. It don't matter what you do. You're gonna.
Well, I don't feel like I accomplished anything unless I got a thumbs down.
But I tell them, I say the funny thing is they give you a thumb down, and I tell them you do realize that's still an interaction to the video, so it's not hurting that video.
Absolutely.
What would hurt it if you would just come and leave? That would hurt it more than anything than you thumbing it down.
Well, I've
'Cause you
actually
still give them
dropped
the
in
watch
on,
time. Yeah,
Jimmy.
you still give them the watch time.
but I did at least give him a thumbs up. I'd be on there for a few seconds just to see what he's doing. And
Well,
I
yeah,
think they
but
get
you know what?
that.
If you really didn't like something, you would just come and go, wait, I don't like this and leave. But no, they'll stay and watch it, give you the watch time, and then they'll hit the thumbs down, and they don't realize they still gave you an interaction regardless of which way the thumb was.
Oh yeah.
Because they'll be like, well, 300 people liked it, and these 2 didn't like it. So he's balanced. Yeah. Or my funny thing is why they even put a report button on the videos, okay? To me, that's the stupidest thing in the world, because if you don't like it, just don't go to that channel. Stop reporting it.
Yeah.
If there's a report button on it, you know what it's for. It's for people that are actually freaking doing something freaking like nasty. Okay.
Right. Or hurting somebody or
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Recently, there was this woman. She was having a slam stream about another woman, and she was saying how the woman that she was slamming, she was saying how that woman was her stalker and this and that and the other kind of thing. When that woman ain't done nothing to her.
Yeah.
Not recently, at least. And
Well, that's why they have the terminology.
She's the one up on the panel doing the slamming and the freaking and the name calling and the bad mouthing and shit. And I'm like,
Yeah, and
This
that's why they
woman's-
have a terminology for that. It's called slandering somebody.
yeah, this woman's a
Yeah.
freaking. She's a piece of shit. Why she's saying all these things about this other woman, but she's the one that's doing it. She's the one that's being a bad person about it. So whatever,
Right.
man. That's neither here nor there. It's just like that. That's the kind of person. Like you wonder why they have a report button, and that's exactly why they do. For people that
Well,
are doing
you know
that
what
kind of
kills me
stuff.
is when you have people come in the background and say, well, so-and-so said this about you. You're not going to retaliate? And I'm like, well, no, because it didn't change my life where I'm at. So why would I respond to an idiot? If they don't like me, that's their opinion. They're entitled to it. I'm not going to go trash them. I'm going to go like, hey, if you don't like it, don't come here. Simple as that.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so
Yep.
my friend there, I told her, well, if she's having smash sessions about you, then you got 3 options. And you could do all 3 of them. You could either 1, ignore it, let it go. 2, you could, report it. And 3, I mean, if it's nasty enough, you can call the authorities. I mean, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
They may or may not do something about it.
Yeah.
It
Well, I'm just
depends
not.
on.
You know, my attitude is, I'm just not going to give them the attention because that's what they want anyway, so they can get the views.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
And that's most of why she was having that smashism anyway. You know,
Or as my
regardless.
mom would say, that's an attention whore.
Yeah, regardless of whether or not that person was right or wrong to have a smash session about that other woman. Yes, she was just seeking attention, seeking views for her channel. Thumbs up or thumbs down, it does not matter. You know.
Yeah, but look, let me tell you, if you got a problem with somebody and you go to them one-on-one, I'd have more belief in you. But when you have to get on a video and trash them out in front of everybody, that's usually because you're trying to cover your guilt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But hey, come and watch. Come and listen to all the nasty things I have to say about this person, and be a witness to how I'm calling for peace.
And love.
You just talked the length of shit about that woman, but at the same note, you're calling Pete for peace. I'm not buying it because I'm not stupid.
No. I tell him I fell off. I didn't fall off the turnip truck. I parked it. Yep.
I drive the damn turnip truck.
That's it. I parked that thing right where it was supposed to go, so I ain't buying that one bit.
Anywho,
Tom was in this chat. He said, "Are you still here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still here. He said something about 116 degrees on the way to 160. So I don't know when he plans on being to 160, but I was thinking about stopping it at 7. But so we need feedback from Tom to find out when we're going to reach the 160 point there.
Well, I'm getting ready to have to jump down anyway. I got some shit I need to go do before it's no sun left.
Yeah, well, it's fading here too.
Yeah, it's starting to here, but it's still pretty bright out there. So it don't start getting dark here to almost 8. So
yeah, well, it stays daylight till after 8 o'clock here now.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm central. I'm only at 5:46 p.m. right now. So
yeah, old Tom, he's at.
Yeah, he's 3 hours behind me.
You're on Central Time?
Yeah, I'm on Central. Yeah. And he's on Western, ain't he? Yeah.
Yeah, 6:46 here, 5:46.
he
3
surely
hours.
is on Western Time. Yep. So is Arizona.
3:46 in Vegas.
Yep.
3:46.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I say.
I can't believe.
That's why I
I
can't
can't
sit
believe
here
this
too
worked
much
that good.
longer. I'll be getting sleepy too.
I can't believe this worked this good to match the color that nice.
Yeah.
I really
Okay.
like the way it matched the color pretty well. And
Yeah.
I didn't even like measure the colors like with a weight or anything, you know, with a scale or anything. I just dumped them in. Like, okay, eyeball that. Okay. And I did.
My grandfather could. Yeah. My grandfather
had-
could do that.
It's a 2-part system. So what I did was I measured out the first part, and then I mixed all the freaking the pigment and the glow powder into that,
In the
right?
hardener. Yeah.
And then I freaking I hit the first one because I've only got one of these skull molds. only got one mold for this. You know, that's why I did it this way. I measured out the colors and the glow powder as precisely as I could, and then I mixed them in at the same time. Then the first one, I hit that one with the freaking with the developer, right? With the catalyst. And I freaking stirred it up, and you have to pour quick because it chains real quick. This stuff is fast. So I don't have much time to stir all that in, you know, and some of that had already settled to the bottom and stuff. So what I did, I stirred it in real quick, and then I freaking hit it in the mold. The first one, you know, I can't catalyze both of them at the same time because the other one would just be, you know, a bucket shaped piece of resin. So I did that first one, but I had both of the freaking colors matched, set up in their buckets first, you know, That's how I match the colors, is in the bucket, side by side,
Right.
scooping it up, looking through it. Does that look good? Then scooping them both up. That looks good. Okay.
Pour.
That's as close as I can get it. Done. That's it.
Yep.
That's as close as I can get it. Not gonna fiddle with it.
All right.
So I like it. I like the effect. I like the result. I'm fine with it. Good. And I just talked to the guy who's getting them, and he likes it too. So we're good.
Yep. All right. Well, Dave, Justin, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna go
All
ahead
right,
and
you
jump down.
take care,
I got
Anthony.
to.
Later,
Oh, yeah.
Anthony.
We'll see y'all later somewhere, maybe. If not, see you tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Later.
Have a good night, bud.
You too.
Well, I haven't heard from Tom, so I think unless you want to stay on, I'm thinking about shutting it down.
Shut it down for now. We'll do another one. You know.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
All right. Have a good night, David. Thanks for having me up. Later, everybody that's left in the chat. Have a good night.
Good night.